Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to Stamford Bridge, yet again. Serious topic today, as Rupert Lowe's rape gang inquiry has been stirring things up. Well, on social media, at least. I have yet to see any other news outlets cover this, which is both a surprise and not at all at the same time. Yes, I'm just looking. I'm looking right now just to double check. Yeah, I found the Daily Express article. The Belfast Telegraph and the Oxford Mail. That's about it. Yes. Yep. That is about all I can find at the moment. Fox... No, that's from 201 days ago. Never mind, I was about to say Fox News. Yeah, it's received practically no coverage, which again, both surprising and unsurprising at the same time. Can't hear... What? Is it not picking something up? Let's see. The Streamlabs is set to the right thing. I can hear him. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to check chats out. Right. That looks like it's picking up now.
Is that picking up now? Well done.
Yep. No. Apparently, my computer
we were professionals, would you?
It's decided to use a different fucking audio thing again.
Well, of course it did.
I fucking hate it. Right. Let me just check. Am I? Yes, I'm coming through too. Okay. Well, we're fucking back in business then, brothers.
Oh, good.
But yes, we'll be talking about the rape gang inquiry, both the good and the bad, as there are things to be critical about in this, but at the same time also, nobody fucking else was doing it, so this really is a case of perfect is the enemy of good enough, honestly.
Yeah, and the thing that's really important about it is just publicly exposing the testimonies of the victims. Because that just hasn't been done. And the best we've had are some of the court cases, but even then, the reporting on it has been pretty sparse, so you don't get to hear the actual horror of what happened. And unfortunately, you have to know how bad it was. It's really awful. Like, genuinely, war crime level awful.
Yes. Like... I'm sure a lot of you have already seen people either talk about or read the report yourselves too, so we won't go too much into the precise specific of it, more like the general and the report's response to it.
But if you want to actually see that bit, you're going to have to read it yourself.
You ignorant
slut.
Slut.
But there's absolutely insanity in there. I've got a couple of highlights just to point it out. There was one point... a mother called the police to report her daughter missing and mentioned a history of abuse by Asian men. The call handler, so the person on the phone that she was calling, told the mother that you cannot describe them as Asian men because that is racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many examples where the girls are like, well, the authorities just didn't want to deal with it, and I think it's because they thought I was a racist.
Yes.
It's just like, okay.
There is several examples of that. There's another one where, I shit you not, the police returned the victim to the abusers, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
They encouraged the abusers to get the girl in question to sign herself out of the program, because she had been reported as a missing person several times by her parents. Because if they could get her to do that, the police would stop bothering them.
Yeah. And there are lots of girls who are in orphanages and children's homes and things like that, where the staff were just utterly complicit with the rape gangs and
Yes.
would essentially be like a slave market for these rape gangs. The staff would be presenting them with girls, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'll take that one, thank you." And it's just kind of mad. It's just mad that this is my country.
Yep. And like, there's been a lot of critique of the police, obviously, for failing to step in and do their fucking job.
Yep.
But this failure happened across social services. There's an account of social services who investigated a 13-year-old girl with STDs in just about every opening you can imagine.
Yeah.
And did nothing. Didn't call the police. Didn't do anything. Didn't hold her back. Didn't call social services. Just
Same with NHS staff. Like, 12, 13-year-old girls are coming to them with like horrific, virulent STDs, and they're like, "Well, I don't need to think about this any further. Here's, whatever drugs you need to take to get rid of that. Have a good time. Bye."
yeah, literally. So it's not just the police. This was very clearly institutional, and it wasn't one institution. There must have been some sort of either instruction or cultural reason for this.
I think it's cultural.
Yeah.
I think in the sort of 2000s to 2010s, there was an attitude in Britain that essentially children didn't really exist. They were kind of miniature adults in waiting, I think, is a lot of the attitude. And, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, children just were not the focus of our civilization in the 2000s. And so I think this is a product of that, frankly.
Yep. We're not going to do the full-on suffering porn here. The report is horrific, and I recommend to read it, but it's important to get that out there so people can see the full extent of exactly what's been happening, and more importantly, how it was allowed to happen on every level.
Yeah. Systematic institutional permissiveness is basically the way I would describe it. The system was like, no, this is what Muslim men do to white girls.
Yes.
This is just what happens.
Trick or treat. Can I sell your
And the report does it does have a list of actions that should be taken amongst the frontline service personnel, which is the police, healthcare, NHS, social services, etc. This part, obviously you need this, and it is good, but I believe this is my first point of critique. I think it fails somewhat in the response to this, because it keeps mentioning that these institutions need to speak to each other, but not what they need to speak about. Because it needs to be hammered home, because they keep talking about the religious aspect, which is obviously something that you need to bear in mind. But it needs to be explained in a strident and clear message. Not like this is incidental. This is a causal link here.
Well, I mean, in their defense, they do give the Islamic reasoning for why this happened.
They do. There's a whole section, in fact, explaining how this is linked to Islam and how Islam finds this permissible.
Yeah. So in their defense, they weren't that light on that.
No, but I would like to see that more in the response part, or was it frontline responses? It needs to be explained to the people who do this that this isn't incidental. Like, there needs to be an understanding of the culture, the religious aspect, and the reasons why this is happening.
Yeah.
But again, like, perfect is the enemy of the good, and again, nobody else was going to do this.
Oh God, no. Because the thing that was important about this report is that this was the first report of its kind that was not hemmed in by political correctness.
Yes.
This is the only one where the people who are doing it are not interested in protecting the feelings of the community that's committing the atrocity.
Yes.
The first and only one.
And that too is a very important thing as well. So the policing aspect of it, it needs to be an understanding that the police answer to this will necessarily need to be a racialized response.
Yeah.
in that they need to go, okay, well, this happens in these communities. Well, if we're investigating these and these crimes, we do need to go to these and these communities to investigate it.
Yeah, it's important to remember that these are racialized crimes. Throughout the reports, the girls report being called white slags, pig dogs, English slags, things like that. The people committing the crimes expressly viewed them as racial supremacist crimes. Like actions.
Yes. And the report also mentions this, but the communities are protected internally by their own honor code system, which means they don't talk to the police.
Yeah.
So if you want to interfere with this, you have to literally be where it takes place.
Yeah, they're not going to dob themselves in. And the girls being trafficked around this community means there are tens of thousands of rapists who are not going to ever find justice.
Yes. I'm going to start at one of the first interesting point here as well. This is probably one of the ones that have caused the most controversy, and that is the number of 250,000.
Yeah.
So Piers Morgan has been banging this drum quite energetically as well, calling the number just made up.
Well, it's an extrapolation.
Yes. And there
it's an estimate. Like, it's not denied that it's an estimate.
No, it very clearly states that at the beginning of the report. Yeah. Listen, like, this is our general idea. We don't know the number.
Yeah, that's the problem. We literally do not know how many girls.
Yes. And a lot of the critique around the report has been about the lack of statistics and hard data, which I can agree with, but how do you suggest that Rupert Lowe is going to get this statistics and the hard data?
Yeah, what are our options here?
Yeah. Because you got to understand, Rupert Lowe is a politician. He's running right now for a position where he might be able to get this data, but he is not in that position right now.
No.
And
if
so
the government doesn't want to collect the data, and so far Conservative and Labour governments have not wanted to get that data, then we can't get it until we're the government.
Yeah, this is not a Rupert Lowe failure. This is a governmental failure.
Oh, yeah.
And so he has to work with the data he's got at hand. And that is obviously going to include a certain degree of, well, simple guesswork. Is it perfect? No. Is it necessary when you don't have any other options? Yes.
Just to be clear as well, this is a lower estimate than Sarah Champion, the Rotherham Labour MP, who almost got kicked out of the Labour Party for talking about this issue. Sorry, was it Rotherham? Yeah, it was Rotherham. Because, of course, the grooming gang in Rotherham was the one that first sort of really came to light in the public consciousness. So Rotherham has been forever tarred with the stigma of being the place where the Muslims do this. But, of course, it's not just there. It's everywhere. So, you know, it's a little unfair in that way. But she estimated maybe up to 1 million girls. Yep. So this is a lot more conservative than her estimate.
Yes. So I want to dive into that a little bit. First, I also do need there's been a lot of other people, just randos on social media as well, going, like, 1 in 40 women of a reproductive age? It's not credible. Like, this idea now that other people too, like 1 in 24 women have been exposed to sexual assault or rape. Like, suddenly, this is an absurd number. Excuse me.
They were claiming it was 1 in 3 like 10 years ago.
Yeah, like
that was when they thought it was white men doing it.
Yes. When they were pushing this as Western rape culture, I found statistics from their own sources. 2024, 1 in 4, 1 in 6 children.
Right. So it was fine then, but it's not fine now.
No, and suddenly we're like, 1 in 40, absurd. Like, no, come on, you are fucking lying now. Just out your ass.
And also, it's not like universal, you know. Like, there are going to be like little villages in Devon that are 99% white English. Yeah, no, it's not 1 in 40 or whatever the number is, children in those villages. It's going to be, a much higher percentage in the diverse areas.
Yes. So a lot of this response in particular is just uniquely malicious. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how the hell we got to this point, because this was completely normal. Like, during the early days of feminism, back like 10 plus years ago, when we were living in a rape culture, remember, that was everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I remember very clearly, because I was like, well, that's obviously not correct. It's obviously not 1 in 3. But then I lived in an English area of the country, not a country that had been diversified. And back then, if you'd said, yeah, well, I can tell you who's doing the rapes, you'd have been in trouble. But I mean, just to be clear, England is one of the countries in the world now that with the highest incidence of reported rape. When this was going on in the early 2000s, the rape rate has multiplied by 10 since then, the official statistics. To something like from about 7,000 or 8,000 a year to now 80 odd thousand. So, diversity is our strength.
Yep. So if you see anyone out there just like, oh, this is just crazy, no, they are lying to you, and in the most maliciously ridiculous way possible, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of this is, how to put it, like a kind of fear of Rupert Lowe gaining political prominence, right?
Yes.
That's a lot of people who are trying to shit on this are people who are literally paid by Reform, as that witch who was laughing at it is. Everyone, I've seen her face so many goddamn times in my feed, I had to block her. I was like, God, fuck off.
You're going to see her again today, because
Brilliant.
We've got a whole thing about that.
Yeah, well, that literal witch, I mean, she's genuinely got the sort of physiognomy that is like the evil witch in a grim fairy tale. You know, she's what 19th century German parents warned their kids about, because she'll laugh at you when you're getting raped by barbarian. Like, genuinely awful. But she is unironically a paid reform activist. So not surprising how she wasn't taking it seriously, because it's competition for her. If Rupert Lowe has a respected crack at this, well, then that's her out of a job. And she charges rape victims, the victims of rape gangs, to go on like wellness retreats and stuff like this. So for her, it's actually a fucking grift. Like,
it's so much worse than you think, and I'm going to show you all of that a little bit later. I've done some digging here.
Right, okay.
But to return to Piers Morgan, so he claims that the number was debunked. Okay, so first and foremost, the whole idea that it's ridiculous, we've already shown that's absurd according to their own statements.
Yeah.
All right, debunked according to Piers Morgan. Big name, big person, big platform. Where does he get this from? Well, he links here to an article in the Journal. Debunked, it says at the top.
Oh, okay.
Will it surprise you to hear that the word debunked is never repeated again in the article?
Debunked. Well, what's the contention that they make?
They don't really make a contention. So what they say here is based on a bad stat. Like, they literally point out it's an extrapolation, and that's it. Yeah. They just claim that it's debunked because they've extrapolated it.
Yes, no, it expressly declares itself to be an extrapolation. If you take the 1,400 in Rotherham and say, well, if that's it in every city, which, to be fair, it's probably not, then that could be up to 250,000. And it's like, okay, well, let's find out how many it actually is, because if it's anywhere near 250,000, that's unbelievable horror on a level that, like, wasn't even witnessed at places like the rape of Nanking.
Yeah. And this entire debunked article, because it can't separate itself from the years of we live in a rape culture, where it goes, while the 250,000 figures based on misreading, misapplication of statistic, the true figure, if it is ever accurately derived, may still be shockingly high. So,
because that 250,000 is over the course of about 30 or 40 years.
Yes.
Like, it's not all in a year or something like that.
So we are now in a position where the newspapers that are trying to debunk this, they have to do a complete split here, where on the one hand, It's not 250,000. That's ridiculous. How could you ever assume so? And yet, simultaneously, the number of rapes must still be shockingly high.
Yeah.
And again, they provide no actual counter evidence because it's just an assertion. It's an extrapolation.
Yeah.
So this entire idea that it has been debunked.
It is expressly declared as so in the report.
Yes. So the thing that Piers Morgan claims to have debunked the thing doesn't do any debunking.
Shockingly, Piers didn't even fucking read it.
No. And the article that it sources, which is another one of the journal's own articles, which is wonderful, even mentions the J report, which is one of the famous reports that blew up the Rotherham scandal.
Yep.
Well, it says approximately 1,400 children were sexually exploited over the full inquiry period from 1997 to 2013. So this then is factual numbers, as far as we know. They have no problems with this. That is a 16-year period, and Rotherham makes up something like 0.3% of the English population. So, okay,
not big.
Take that number, increase it to roughly 1%, half of the English population. You have 150,000 over 16 years.
Yeah.
If we then slap on the remaining, like, odd 59 years, which is the total expanse of the report, 150,000 over 16 years compared to the full range of the grooming gang or the rape inquiry report, 250,000 is not crazy at all. It is, if anything, and has been noted as well, a conservative estimate compared to others.
Yeah. And compared to other people's estimates who, like anyone else, have no particular reason to want to inflate the number. Like, I would really like it if it was a very low number of people who had gone through this horrific ordeal.
Yes. So, again, like, even the fact check that they cite themselves is incorrect. Like,
yeah.
You ignorant
this is best case scenario. This is Piers Morgan reading a headline and seeing debunked, and that's as far as he fucking got.
Which is entirely likely.
Yes. And worst case scenario is, like many others, he's like malicious about this.
Worst case scenario, Piers Morgan is stuffing his face full of curry.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if Piers Morgan has, in fact, restated something like the 1 in 3 or the 1 in 4 rape rate that we saw earlier.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, back in like 2016 or something, he was an insufferable... I mean, he is an insufferable shitlib, but he would have lent into the shitlibbery back then.
Yes. So it's idiotic.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, even, the discussion about the precise numbers in and of itself also it's kind of a distraction.
Yep. Doesn't really matter what they are. Oh,
No.
yeah, I think that's too high. Okay, well then let's have a proper full investigation and find out.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, get the government on it. Let's find out the actual numbers so we lay that to rest.
Yeah, where's the government's investigation?
Because all of this is, of course, based on the fact that Rotherham happened, was investigated, and was proven to have happened.
Yeah, and it was 1,400 people in Rotherham. Rotherham is not a big place.
No, it's got
I can't remember.
a total population of... I looked this up.
Yeah, I looked up a while ago. Let me just double check.
Uh, 265,000. There we go.
Yeah, and the Muslim population is only something like 15% of the population. So it's just like, holy fuck.
Yes. Absolutely. And hey, you can also then argue Rotherham was an exception. Okay. Do we know that? Have we made sure?
Yeah, how do you know? And
Exactly.
is there actually any reason to think that, to be honest?
Yeah.
Considering we found these basically everywhere in the country now.
Mm-hmm. So this again it becomes a distraction, and there are ample attempts to distract, because every time I've seen the progressive counter argument, it's never really been any substantive or refusing that it's happening. It's whataboutism or just sheer lying.
Yeah.
Like, I found one which was here, where they found a bunch of other pedophiles which were arrested. And it's like, well, what's the problem here? Why isn't this systemic and shocking? Well, because they're all caught. They all go to jail.
Yeah.
Nobody is sitting there like, oh God, I wonder if that white pedophile will go to jail for his crimes.
But look how thrilled Dave Lawrence there is. Aha! We found a white grooming gang. Okay, great. Hang them. I don't care. Like, no one's jumping to their fucking defense, Dave.
Exactly. And that is the difference. The Rupert Lowe had to come out and make again, highly independent, based on his own findings, financed by Reform itself.
Well, Restore.
Restore,
financed by literally a crowdfunder.
Yes. A crowdfunding campaign to do this.
Yeah.
To find out anything.
Where did the money go? No, they're saving the money for private prosecutions, you dumbasses. Because now, you'll notice is that very few perpetrators are actually named in it. Because if they're named in it, they wouldn't be able to sue them. So now they're going to bring private prosecutions against them. That costs money.
Yes, a lot of money. And there's also the fact that they make it clear at the end, this is not the end of the report's functions. They want to continue doing this. They want to find more witnesses. They want to find the people in Parliament who covered this up. Like, this is an ongoing investigation in essence.
Yeah.
But I'm also quite glad you mentioned the money part of this. So, we can now move on to the Wicked West part of this. The Wicked Witch segment.
Yeah.
Because she, amongst others, retweeted the question of where the 600,000 for the report disappeared. Okay?
She wanted some of that.
Yeah. Well, she did. In fact, in the little clip, she says she contacted the people who were making it. It's like, hey, I can do this for you. I require a fee, of course, but...
Yeah. Of course she is.
As she has probably become the personification of the absurdity and evil of the progressive position against this.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean, she would argue she's not a progressive, right? She's paid by Reform. What she is the sort of Civnat position, the colorblind liberal position that wants to scoff, the sort of short fat Taku position that wants to scoff down its nose at the stupid far right, or whatever, the MAGA chuds and all that sort of thing. She's our version of that.
Well, she even denied being paid by Reform too, the other day, I think.
Wow. People found her receipts. She's a counsellor. So she had to declare a register of interest, and in 2023, she declared a register of interest of paid by Reform. I think it was 23, maybe it was 24. I can't remember what year, but she declared it on a register of interest. So
yep.
I'll take your word for it, love.
But the clip that's been going around, okay, so there's a full context clip that she uploaded, which begins with her. And let me just, in case you haven't seen this, chat, and I feel like if you haven't already.
The Rape Gang Inquiry report is out.
And then she laughs.
Yeah, it's so fucking funny.
It's hilarious, and she's gonna try not to laugh
because it feels mean.
Because it feels mean.
Yeah, but she's thinking, I'm going to academically dunk on those guys who are interviewing all those victims, as if this kind of pettifogging, hair splitting over methodology is that important. The point of it was just to give these girls a platform to say, this is what was done to me.
Yes, and okay, so her argument against this, I'll let you hear it, chat, so you don't think I'm misrepresenting the...
I haven't read the whole thing. It's 219 pages. It's only just come out a couple of hours ago. Okay, so this time last year, I went to Alistair Harrison, and I explained to him that in order for the report to stand up to scrutiny when it was released, it needed a proper methodology, and it needed a proper, what do they call it, terms of reference, okay? and that he needed somebody to create that, preferably with somebody with expertise. Although I said, I mean, I have some expertise being a journalist and having written reports. I was happy to do that kind of work, but ideally it needed to be somebody who actually had, like, you know, proper grounding in things like statistical analysis and research methods and all that kind of stuff, right? So I actually wasn't going to do it myself. I was going to find people who do know how to do that thing. But
I love that too. First, she's like, okay, well, if you pay me, I'll do it. And then she goes, well, I wasn't actually going to do it, but I was going to get paid to get somebody else to do it to get paid.
Yeah, but hang on a second. Why would they need that? This isn't a government report using the official collected statistics. This is a series of testimonies based that literally come from survivors of this horrible crime that the authorities, the powers that be, had no interest in talking to. And that's what this is. This is not like an official government statistical information pack or something like that. And it could never have been that. So that's beyond the ability of anyone to have collected, because none of the people involved are in government.
And her, the reason why she was laughing, supposedly, the big thing she uncovered, which invalidates the entire report, presumably, follows shortly.
I was going to at least steer it, because I know what's kind of meant to, be there. Obviously, none of that got done, because Alistair Harrison said to me, we're not going to pay you. And I said, okay, but you still need someone to do all this stuff, or we'll just get ripped apart. And he said, don't worry, we've got a lawyer on it who's going to write it for free. Now, it turns out that they did not have a lawyer on it to write it for free. They had Josh Firm, who's from the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, not a lawyer, and Charlie Downs and Harrison Pitt, who I believe are also not lawyers. And so, as a result, they also haven't done their research either, because on page 11, for example, we find the following. In each of these areas, the same tactics were used. Girls as young as 11, ... were trafficked across county lines.
Yeah.
County lines are phone lines, and you don't even have to do a lot of digging.
So her entire thing now is that they say traffic across county lines, and she spends the next 4 minutes mocking this idea, because county lines in England, supposedly, means drug lines, that they used to use phone lines to call up for drugs, and that ties into trafficking. Obviously, what the report is saying is county lines. They mean borders. They mean the demarcation lines. Obviously.
The thing is, it's not like this is not just a deliberate conflation of two different meanings, because it's not like there aren't other reports that use the term county lines to mean the borders between counties.
Yeah, I mean, the worst you could argue is that, like, this is an Americanization of the term, because the Americans say, like, county lines, state lines.
Yeah.
But it's obvious from the context they're trafficking across county lines. So they're over borders. And she goes on like, that's ridiculous. Do you mean they were trafficked over phone lines? No. It's the kind of deliberate, malicious, very much so malicious misinterpretation. And then making a mountain out of this. Well, this clearly shows they did no research.
Well, like I said, there's a reason that this kind of woman plays the hag in a Grimm's fairy tale. And there's a reason that, 19th century German mothers wanted to warn their children about these sorts of people. She, just look at the state of her. She's a liar. She's lying, and she's laughing at you while she lies to you. If you believe her, then you're the fool.
Yes. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is her defense. This is why this is all nonsense. Again, it is perfectly obvious from the context what county lines means here. And to extrapolate that this somehow refers to phone lines, I mean, for fuck's sake.
Even if the term county lines in a different context means phone lines, that doesn't mean that in this context it can't mean the borders of counties.
Yes.
Words and terms can have different meanings depending on their context.
It's just utterly ridiculous, this entire thing.
Yeah, it's totally disingenuous, but again, just trust your gut, chat.
And she later responded to this by saying that she wasn't laughing at the rape gang survivors, to which she locked the accounts, of course. Yeah. That she found an organization dedicated to supporting rape gang survivors. And
did she?
This is one of those things where...
dedicated to profiting from support for rape gang survivors.
Yes, because I really fucking don't, but Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Should we go into the details?
Yes, because this is something that genuinely pisses me off. It's something that's been prevalent for a few years now, where people go in, often in conservative circles, and it's kind of an equivalent version of when the culture war nonsense first happened, when people that clearly had no interest in the thing went into a hobby or whatever and said, "Oh, I've always been a big fan of this thing."
Yeah.
And now we have in politics too. It's like, well, I'm on your side. Look what I've done. I've done all these things. Look at all of my cover. I'm clearly on your side. It's ridiculous that you would think otherwise.
Yeah.
So,
Well, look, I can judge who's on my side by how you respond to the things that I do. And if you respond with mockery, trying to tear me down, I don't feel like you're on my side. Especially when it's over something as trivial as this. Like, this is such a trivial point to make.
yeah. So I did some digging. The fund she's referring to, the survivors, it charges a membership fee, which is the fuck.
Exactly what I'd expect.
Um,
Don't trust the witch in the forest.
No, it's just £5 for
ready to let
survivors,
this yellow
which is like,
nerd
okay,
clutter
well,
in
I mean, that's
clutter
not much,
refund?
but why even? And then for supporters, support membership 20 per year. And the last part here, support membership does not give automatic access to survivor-only areas.
Oh, right, okay.
So why would you even need to specify that unless this is basically a specimen thing? It's a zoo, practically.
Yeah, I mean, what is she doing here? If you're not actually supporting survivors, even if they pay you, what is it you do?
Yeah. And there's the big question that often comes down to a lot of these NGOs. Like, okay, non-profit organizations, fantastic. Just charitable work, right? What could possibly be wrong about that?
Yeah.
So, some more digging later, I found the fund it sent, the survivors, which is registered as an independent, so this is Norwegian, but it means independent business, basically.
Yeah, that's basically, if you want to set up a non-profit in Britain, there are a few ways of doing it, and calling it, quote, an independent business is one of those ways.
Yes.
You don't get the tax-exempt status of a non-profit or charity, but it does mean it does mean you don't have to get signed off by the Charities Commission, and so there's no oversight to what you do.
Which is where it gets very interesting. So I found the group itself, Survivors UK, and their charity number. You want to have a rough stab at their income?
No idea. Go on.
£1.47 million.
Fucking hell.
Coming primarily from the Ministry of Justice, the Mayor's Office for Policing and Crime, the Home Office, National Lottery Community Fund, and Westminster City Council.
Wow.
To the tune of £1.47 million. That's damn near like 1.8 million US?
What, 1 point? Well, it's probably about 2 million, nearly 2 million.
Yeah, nearly $2 million US dollars.
This is feeling very Somali.
It does. And, okay, so a lot of this comes just from the government, just straight from the government.
But you can see suddenly why she doesn't want to support a report that might help stop this from happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be paid by the government for this infinitely.
Infinitely. And a little bit more digging later, I find what they spend the money on.
Oh, yeah.
So total income expenditure here. So this is where it's very good to be registered not as a proper charity, because you get to not break things down as much. You get to declare things like delivery of counseling and other services.
Well, Jesus, how would you account for that, even if you were? Like, we spent 5 hours doing counseling. Well, what does that mean? Whatever we fucking want it to mean.
Delivery of counseling and services. Well, I mean, that sounds like what they're supposed to be doing, helping survivors, right?
Yeah.
Can we find out anything more about that? Well, there is one further breakdown that you're required to do, and that is the direct costs from this.
Oh, yeah.
where we find £942,882 go to direct staff costs,
There we go.
e.g., wages.
Yeah.
So, in other words, that $1.47 million pounds just goes straight into the pockets of the people, quote, employed at this company.
That's not true. $500,000 of it goes probably on building.
That's true.
Council tax, business rate. Well, maybe she doesn't pay business rates actually. But costs involved in having the business, but still 2/3 of it goes into their pockets.
Yep, 170 odd thousand goes to the direct and indirect costs, which are might be things like renting locales, taxes, fees, etc.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
incredible.
When
work
she,
if you can get it.
Yeah. So when she says like, "Oh, well, I created an organization, you can't criticize me." Well, what were your intents with this?
But also, okay, you just sit on. It's just welfareism.
Yeah.
You're just he's taking money off the government. So, and I saw some of the things that they claim to do, like just going and like sitting in a park in Rotherham, and it's like, okay, is that wise?
Yep. There was a breakdown also of their activities, which basically is just things like going outside, having meetings.
Yeah.
There was one where, for their BAM community, their Black Asian minorities, they rented bongo drums and musical instruments so they could sit around in a circle banging them.
Incredible.
Fantastic.
I mean, these things don't really sound like they take a lot of money or a lot of effort, frankly.
Well, apparently that's not true at all, according to the amount of money they spend on it.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I saved this, but I found somewhere else the number of employees they had.
Oh yeah.
So was it here we go. There we go, yes. So the 43 employees.
See, 3 employees?
Yes, 43 employees.
Jesus.
43 employees, which is quite a lot for an operation like this.
Oh, it is.
And with the staffing cost,
hang on
means...
a second. Is this exclusively for grooming gangs?
I don't think so. I think it is for survivors in general.
Right, okay, because it made it sound like it was exclusively for grooming gang survivors. It's like, really, you need 43 employees for that, do you?
That's a decent little, 23,000 odd pounds per employee for staffing costs?
That's not very good, though. That's a low wage.
That is a low wage. I wonder how many of them get a wage, and how many of them are volunteers.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, that is poor wages. Slave wages, frankly. That's minimum wage.
So that is an interesting little thing about this woman here.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting. And we've then also got the fact that there's now the accusation is that the report has been politicized, which, I mean...
Well, it was done by a politician.
It was done by a politician, and...
Like, sorry, how many things do politicians do that aren't politicized, just out of interest?
Yeah, not to mention, like, okay, yeah, but this is kind of a political problem. Like, we can...
Yes, it's 100% a political problem.
We can identify the policies that caused this.
Yeah.
And so we would like to correct those policies.
It's literally only because of politics that this has happened.
Mm-hmm. And I like the fact, too, so for many years now, we were told by the left that there was no such thing as neutrality. Neutrality was impossible.
Yeah.
What was the Vorshian saying? You can't stay neutral on a moving train?
Oh, no, that's not Vorsh, it's Anita Sarkeesian, but she didn't make it up. It's something that the left have been saying for many years now.
Yeah. And, well, political things have now become political. Congratulations,
yeah.
you've taught us this.
I agree with you. You can't stand still on a moving train. Now what?
Now what? And again, like, this is obviously political because it comes from a political point of view and a political organization. And we've got, so people have been digging up some stuff around this, which, like, I saw some of this, like this one here, for example. Clip of UK refugee council using girls young as 12 years to encourage migrant men to come to the United Kingdom.
Yep.
And I looked at this, and I'm like, this can't be real. And
it's real. It's from a Welsh council, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember at the time. And it was like, right, so you're basically advertising to Middle Eastern men that young white girls are like, hey, we want you to come here. What message do you think those guys are taking from this?
Yes. Because I saw another one, which was, oh yeah, here we go. I saw this one to begin with, and I was like, this isn't real.
That's fake. That's fake.
Yes. This one is fake.
Yeah.
Which then got me looking for more things, which is when I found this, which shows us that, you know, the thing is, this is fake, but it's not by fucking much.
Yeah, but that other one, yeah, exactly. That other one is not fake.
Yeah,
and so
it's not by much.
It represents the spirit of what the local council of Wales is doing.
Yes. It's literally basically the same thing, just done a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's insane. And this was, as you mentioned, this council, official government body, in essence.
Oh, yeah, completely. Elected government body in Wales.
Yeah, this wasn't a hobby project or anything like that.
No.
And again, like, as you say, the choice, like, why the hell would you go to a school and go like, hello, little white children, would you like to speak to the Afghan immigrants? What?
I dread to think why. Maybe the laughing witch could tell us.
Maybe. So obviously this is political, but the reason too is this is actual politics in forms of politics themselves. We have a particular issue, which is apparently we've brought in a lot of people who can't exist in Western countries, simply put.
I mean, to be honest with you, right, there's probably a fair argument for the rape gangs to sue them for false advertising. So, I'm being sent to jail, am I? But this was your advert for me to come to your country.
You did tell us this was why we were going to come here.
Yeah, you offered your daughters to us.
And what the left is having a bit of a hard time understanding is that this is actually a policy argument. Because I've also seen...
Hang on, it's not even the left, though. Most of this is actually like the centre-right that's having a problem with this. And it's like, no, listen. I mean, first things first, they're worried about getting eaten up by Rupert Lowe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they oppose anything. Oh, Rupert Lowe's politicising the rape gang inquiry. Well, if you'd done it yourselves, you'd get politicise it, right? It's a political issue. Rupert Lowe actually did the work, so he gets to politicise it. Cry harder, right? And it's like, oh, but Rupert Lowe's going to destroy us in Makerfield. He's going to destroy us everywhere. He's destroying us all over the internet. Yeah, that's your problem. Don't care. Go fucking cry about it. We're here to destroy you. What's your problem? What are you complaining about? We know. We're trying. We're just glad it's working, frankly.
But specifically the left-wing side of things too, they keep thinking this is a racial question purely.
Well, I mean, it is also a racial question.
It is also a racial question, but it is specifically something that has been caused by these events.
Yes.
This is an argument I've seen several times repeated. It's like, well, but England is majoritively white. How could there possibly be systemic anti-white racism or oppression?
Complicity.
Complicity, yes. And it's not even complicity. It's kind of like...
By design.
Yes, it is a fascinating consequence of our culture where we sought to become the colorblind power, the colorblind continent.
And, no, Arch, it's way worse than that. It's way worse than that. Our police forces, quote, are actively anti-racist.
Yeah,
they're anti-racist. They are not colorblind. And they literally state, I mean, Hampshire police on their website, the Henry Novak case, actively state this means not treating different groups the same.
Yeah, because it began with the idea of colorblindness, which then mutated into the beast we have today.
Yeah.
So this argument that it's like, oh, it's because there's majority white. No. That doesn't mean that they artificially benefit themselves. And this is what a lot of them can't understand. And this is genuinely what is at the core of some of the rape gang nonsense as well.
Oh, completely.
Where there was a fascinating mention in the inquiry where it pointed out that in certain areas, the Sikh communities had banded together along racial lines to prevent the grooming gangs from predating upon their girls.
Yep.
And this was entirely normal and natural because they understood, okay, well, we are one
It's what they
group.
do in India.
Yes, we are one group, they are another group. We must protect ours from theirs because they're fucking predators.
Yep.
And the whites didn't, because we don't even conceptualize of that. And when we do, we view it as evil.
And it's not even that we didn't. It's that because we are an anti-racist country, we thought that actually there was some sort of generosity in offering up these girls. It was somehow the right thing to do. This is why the police went and dropped the victim back off with her abusers. I mean, there was another case, not in the rape gang inquiry, but I remember another case where a victim alleged that essentially she should shut up because she was getting an education in diversity or something like that. And it's just like, holy fucking shit. Like, this country is going to have a reckoning one day, and it is going to be fucking awful.
Yep, there was specifically that as well. A police officer returned the victim to the house where the abuse was occurring, told the men to have fun.
Yep.
That happened.
Yeah, the complete complicity. As in, they know what's happening, and they know what, like, this is, again, this is like a colonial state that is here to protect the settlers, not the natives.
Mm-hmm. And the usual response that you see again and again throughout the rape gang inquiry is that the police and social workers, everybody, simply assumed the girls were lying.
Yeah. Or they were bad and deserved it in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the problem. Like, the reason here is like, oh, well, there's majority white. There can't be systemic anti-white racism. No, it's majority white. Therefore, there is systemic anti-white racism.
Yeah, because the assumption that underpins the left's, well, just not just the left's, but the mainstream's lack of belief in this is that whenever you have a state that is the majority of the native ethnic group, you expect the state to reflect the concerns and interests of the native group, of the majority group. And this is actually what anti-racism is designed to overturn. Like, it's expressly designed to stop that from being the case. So, yeah, when you have an anti-racist state, it'll do this. It'll treat the minorities as an aristocracy.
Yes. And that is what we see again throughout the entire report. This obviously was not a system designed in any way to protect not even just whites or young girls.
Yeah.
It was made explicitly to benefit and advantage the minority groups.
Correct. There's just no way to frame it in any other way. That's what the system is for.
Mm-hmm. And this also causes this behavior. So I looked into this in a recent video I did on mercy causes cruelty to the innocent.
Oh, yeah.
Where,
just to be clear, I didn't watch that video, but I 100% endorse it. I already know what your take is, and I agree with it completely.
Yep. Because I looked into the criminology behind this, and we've done a lot of studying to figure out like how to make people not be criminals, of course. And what we found out was that the punishment itself is largely irrelevant. Like, people don't fear the punishment or the consequences because most people don't believe they'll ever get caught.
Don't think they're going to get caught. Yeah.
Precisely. And so,
I've been saying this for years.
To discourage people from committing crimes is not the punishment. It is to make sure that they think they'll get caught.
Yeah.
And that is what led to the grooming gangs, because they started realizing, hold on, the police need evidence, a lot of it.
Yeah.
If we don't speak to the police, if we close ranks, if we refuse to talk, we can't be caught. Furthermore, they will not ethnically target us. They will not patrol our communities. They will take no effective action against us.
And also, if it's as widespread as it is being revealed to have been in our community, then literally everyone is fucking complicit. So no one's going to go to the police.
Nobody's going to go to the police. And it has shown also that it's very effective for them to threaten the victims. Another thing mentioned in the report is that the victims were repeatedly threatened. Their families were threatened with attacks, arson, like murder straight up, or everything.
And that's where it didn't just happen. I mean, a lot of people have died because of this. A lot of people have been treated in abominable ways.
Yeah. And when then, as a family, you know that you can't go to the police because the police literally just tell you that your daughter is lying.
You ignorant slut.
What do? You have nobody. You are isolated. What, you're going to go to the papers?
But this is why I keep describing this as a colonial state, because essentially this was always the problem that the colonized people have with the colonial state, is it essentially renders them as outlaws. The law does not apply to you, it applies to the settlers. So if you commit a crime against the settlers, you are punished in the harshest terms. If the settlers commit a crime against you, there is no punishment.
And there is no recourse either. Because one might think, because there are examples in here where the family was obviously a big part of the problem as well, broken households, abusive parents, etc.
Oh, this is a common pattern.
Yep.
For the kind of victim they would target.
Yes, because they are vulnerable young girls.
Yes.
In other cases, there were families who tried to do the best they could for their children, but they were isolated. They didn't have any allies. Police wouldn't help them. Local community wouldn't help them.
And this is what. So this Western European Germanic societies are high trust individualistic societies. Like Norway and Sweden and whatnot are all very similar to England in this regard, where what we expect is that everyone gets the same fair treatment from the state, and that means we don't have to be clans. And we have brought in clans of people from countries that do not have the assumptions that we have, and they discovered that if they keep acting as a clan, we are isolated and the powers that be will not help us. And in fact, because the guilt that the powers that be carry over colonialism, whatever, they'll actually help the clan. And so this has been what is it's so difficult for the average English person to understand, but it's clear as day once you know what you're looking for.
Yeah. And that
explains just a quick thing on this. Sorry, Firas is from Lebanon, right? He's a Christian Druze from Lebanon. And you can imagine how much experience he has with this. He never came from the high trust society that can expect the non-politicized state, judiciary, and police to deal fairly with, each individual case. He doesn't come from that society. And so when he sees this, he's like, no, you guys don't understand. They're taking complete advantage of you because they can and because you're essentially too blind to what they're doing. And it's horrible, but it's just the truth of it.
Yep. And this is where this comes from. They think that we think like them, which we don't.
Yeah.
And their doctrines are specifically made to target that. And the worst part is, even on an unconscious level, they understand, because there's another mention in the report stating that the police avoided taking allegations seriously or doing targeted investigations of the many Muslim-sounding names because of, quote, community cohesion issues.
Yeah.
This is the police saying, listen, if we go accusing the Muslim rapists of being rapists, the rest of the community are going to go, well, that's pretty terrible. Wait, hold on. The other Muslim group was also accused of this. Is there a pattern here?
No, it's not quite that. What it is the state considers the norms of wider society, the opinions of wider society, to be fundamentally inherently impressive to minorities. And so if a community were collectively to do something that would bring stigma and shame on that community, that would influence the wider British English society to have a negative opinion on them, the state unconsciously, reflexively, does everything it can to essentially mitigate that opinion, because it feels it's unfair that a community will be tarred with the stigma of the thing that it does everywhere it goes. And so it's more to do with the anti-racist training in that regard, I think.
Yeah, but again, that's kind of what I was saying, where they were worried about the rest of the community getting a negative perception of this community.
Well, of that family doing
Yes.
it. But the thing is, you can't actually avoid getting a negative reputation for the things you do. And so this, like the Muslim community in Britain is the second most hated community in Britain. Only the Gypsies have got a worse reputation than the Muslims in Britain. And I don't think that's recoverable, frankly.
Well, not if you judge them by the Gypsies. Again, when you're competing with the Gypsies in a unfavorability competition, you are not in a good position.
Well, and for anyone who doesn't know, the Gypsies actively reject integration in society and are just criminal, basically.
Yes, for any Americans who might not know about the Gypsies, there is not a country in Europe in which Gypsy is not a curse word.
Yeah. I mean, in the 16th century, England just ejected them wholesale. There's the Expulsion of the Egyptians Act, because at the time everyone thought they came from Egypt. Turns out they came from India, by the way. But there was the Expulsion of the Egyptians Act, where it was just stipulated that gypsies would be forced to leave the realm.
Yes, it was literally Norwegian law for a very long time that gypsies just weren't considered people under our law system.
Yeah.
And it is because they like you said, they refuse to integrate, and they actively prey upon the society around them. Like, they steal like nothing you could ever believe.
Yeah. It's wild.
It is genuinely wild. Like, we had to find in Norway, we used to use copper in railway lines because it was just the easiest way. We had to find an entirely new replacement because the copper, there were bands literally just rolling up the copper, broad daylight, and selling it to scrap dealers not 200 meters away.
Yep. The same here. Like, we used to have, what was it? It was on houses. We used to have copper on houses or something. And obviously that stopped because gypsies just kept stealing it.
No, it's think about the most ridiculous thing you can and then double it and you'll have a rough approximation.
Yeah. And that's what the Muslim community is competing with in the public imagination.
Yeah, which is pretty bad, but it's not undeserved.
Well,
another note from the report was that in court records and official inquiries, around 87% of those convicted in group-based child sexual exploitation cases bore distinctly Muslim names.
mm-hmm.
And I've seen the counter-argument of this going around Twitter as well, like, sounded distinctly Muslim. Like, yes, because you can actually tell the difference.
Ahmed.
Yes.
Yeah, Arabic names, basically, is what they're saying.
Yes.
And yeah.
There is a very clear and immediately visible difference between an English name and an Arabic one.
It's not even a vaguely controversial thing to say.
No. It's yet again just one of those points of utterly malicious, contrite contradiction.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, there could be a case where there's a white guy named Muhammad as some sort of fucking joke, but is that likely to be the case very often? No.
Yeah. Yeah. And malicious is the right way to frame it. This is malicious.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely evil.
Response.
It's contrite evil. And the best case scenario is that they're doing this because they are protecting themselves from the realization that they are evil.
Yep.
And now, of course, there are being actions taken against this. And again, we started out as the colorblind society. We transitioned into the anti-racist society, and that is what is now causing political decisions against races and ethnic groups because they are necessary. This is simply us enforcing our morals, our norms upon them. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, we should do it.
There's a petition currently that the UK Parliament is going to debate halal slaughter ban after the petition reaches 100,000. And there really shouldn't be a ban. Like, every Western value states we should not be needlessly cruel to living beings.
Yeah.
And halal slaughter is precisely that. It is being needlessly cruel to living beings.
Yeah, and same with kosher slaughter, which is basically the same as halal slaughter.
Yes.
It's just, these are horrible things to do. We won't allow them.
Yes. There really should not be a debate. Halal slaughter, kosher slaughter should simply not be allowed because they are deliberate cruelty.
And if you want a country that does that, there are plenty. You can go there.
Yes. And just in case, it's basically bleeding the animal to death before killing it, to kill them. Which, again, we don't need to do this. And the underpinning reasons of this, by the way, just to be perfectly, it has nothing to do with fucking God. This was because this used to be the best way to kill an animal and prepare it for food. You bled the animal first. This was a simple way to communicate to tribal fucking societies that you don't eat the animal with the blood inside of it.
Yeah.
That's literally all.
And, back in 7th century Arabia, that was probably an innovation.
Yeah.
However, now it's
cruelty.
Yeah.
This had a perfectly good reason originally. Okay, if you kill an animal and it's full of fear and blood, it tastes like shit, it's awful, it's not good for you, so you bleed the animal first, you drain the blood. And we do this too, to make the meat palatable, but we kill the animal first as quickly and painlessly as humanly possible. And we've got the technology to do that.
Yeah. A bolt to the head instantly kills it, and it's no skin off our nose to do it.
Yes, literally. It costs us nothing. In fact, it's a lot harder and more complicated to ritualistically slaughter an animal.
Yeah, it actually makes your life a lot more difficult.
And the worst part is this is going to be debated for 5 seconds, and they're going to go no, we can't infringe upon the religious rights on these people to be cruel to animals.
No, that's exactly what's going to happen.
And it'll be just dismissed.
Yeah.
And this is also a lot of the reason why a lot of people are beginning to gravitate towards Restore, because they are willing to say this obviously. I think Rupert Lowe has mentioned that he wants to ban kosher.
Oh, yeah. Kosher and halal slaughter are both going to be banned when we win.
Yeah. And there's another big thing as well. So one of the enormous reasons why Restore is winning out over Reform is because Reform mules and make noises and doesn't do anything. It's the Conservatives. Yeah. They complain. They might put on the brakes if you're really fucking lucky. But nobody... They don't undo things.
Everyone knows they're not going to do anything substantive.
Yes. And so all that happens when you get a Conservative government in power is, best case scenario, you've got a four-year break on progressivism.
Yeah.
Whereas
the best you can ask for.
Restore has already promised. They've also promised to repeal the current. What was it? The internet 16-year-old ID scanny thing. I forget.
The under 16 social media ban.
Yeah, and the thing
which
is
not really an under 16. No, what the point is, the point is, it's just it's just the digital ID by another method. That's literally all it is.
Yes, because here's the thing: they call it under 16 social media ban because, okay, well, should 16-year-olds have access to social media? Probably not.
No.
But the problem is, this comes in the form of an age verification system, which means everyone has to scan their IDs.
Yep. You know what I think should happen? I think the most sensible thing is make sure that under 16s don't have access to smartphones.
Yeah. I mean, hell.
Literally. Just ban smartphones for under 16s. Simple as.
Yeah. All you'd really need to do here is, and we had this back in the day, which was parental safety phones, which were phones that you could buy that didn't have internet access. It was just like a phone. It could call home. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, literally, the first mobile phones were just text messages and phone calls.
Yeah.
Just have it so they can only have them. That's fine.
Yeah, that's how you solve this. Don't want children to have access to social media? Right. Don't give them smartphones.
Yep.
That's all you need to do, but it's don't.
Literally that simple.
Instead, they go for ID because, again, the government, like, this is one of the things too, like, the government aren't idiots. This is obviously an oppressive measure aimed at everyone. They didn't forget about this.
Yeah, no, they tried to do digital ID. It was massively unpopular, so they dropped it.
Yeah.
And this is how it's come back.
Yes. And obviously, this means that whenever you go on social media, and they put this on the phone. This is a device level thing. VPNs are useless. It is a device level thing. You go on social media, you say something anti-government, they now know that account belongs to this person. Here's their ID photo.
Yeah. It's literally for public control.
Yes.
That's what it's for.
That is what it's for. There's just no other fucking question about it.
No.
And so, having a potential then party go like, no, we are actually going to repeal this. We're not going to stop it. We're not going to pause it. We are actually going to get rid of it. That's what so many people want.
Yeah, but that's why it's been non-stop for the past week. Restore bad, restore bad, restore bad.
Yes,
and that's fine because everyone at this point is well aware of what they're doing, and we don't care.
Yes, the amount of anti-restore that's going to be going on Twitter or media now has been hilarious to see.
Yeah, it's in the newspapers. Like the Daily Mail published 2 front pages calling us Nazis.
Oh yeah,
it's like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you.
I mean, the number of goddamn reports on this. There was one from the New York Times, was the right, the UK was racing to the right. The Guardian has articles on this. The Economist has, there we go, that one has articles on this.
Everywhere.
And it's all presenting it. And this is basically a return to 2014 left-wing rhetorics. The idea that the Nazis are everywhere. They're in power.
But who's it coming from? It's coming from the centre-right. It's the Daily Mail. The Daily Telegraph today put an article with the headline, and I quote, "Restore Britain funded by white supremacists." It's like, well, Jesus Christ, who are these rich white supremacists who can, like Nigel Farage got £5 million from some dude in Hong Kong, right? So who are the rich white supremacists? It's not. It's some people online who they've decided are white supremacists, paid 20 quid to join the party. That's it. It's literally that. And that came from the Telegraph. That fucking yellow journalism came from the Telegraph. And it's like, holy fucking shit, these people.
And
but
a lot of this.
But hang on, just think. But this is the centre-right proving that it is the left every fucking time. And always has been the left. This is them being honest.
So we can kind of now get into the question about the moderate position, because this is a thing from both edges. The left always says that the center always goes far right. The right says the center always goes left.
The center is the left.
This is a cultural thing where the left doesn't want... They want action, but they don't want anything overt. They don't want anything that will actually result in actions, because not enough people yet understand that actions is what is required.
Yeah.
There's no brakes on this. You can't just pause it for 4 years and hope it goes away. It just keeps going. There needs to be, in essence, the left needs to suffer everything the right has suffered. And this is beginning a little bit now, and it's scaring the shit out of them.
But it's important to remember that all of the right-wing publications that you think of as being right-wing, no, they're also liberal. They're still liberals. The left is just liberals. They're all still libs.
there was a fantastic little thing about this a couple days ago. Let's see. When Hassan Piker was cancelled from a venue, and he had the sheer ignorance, I must assume, to then go on the internet and say, this never happens to right-wingers.
Oh, what? Did he?
Oh, yes.
I got the platform from the Oxford Union the other day, Hassan.
Yes.
Fucking, this never happens to the right. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Oh god, now I want to find this thing because I think if you haven't seen it, good god.
No, I haven't seen it. Hassan, you disingenuous
Holy
fucking
fuck.
Turk. Honestly. No, I had not seen it. What a fucking statement. That is... I hope it got laughed off the fucking internet for that.
Oh god. I mean,
People
I need
must
to
have
find
been
it
going
now.
hard at him for that.
Oh yes, it's been all over the internet for a little while now because
I can't believe I missed that.
that wasn't even the dumbest thing he said in it.
Oh, I believe that.
Oh, it got worse.
I believe that too.
Oh god, I need to find this fucking clip now.
What the fuck did they say, Hassan? You fucking dumbass.
Sir?
And what my actual point about this too was, the left is finally beginning to get some of the pushback that the right has been getting forever now. And it is scaring the shit out of them that this is happening. Because they know that they know why they do this to the right wing.
Yeah,
And they
precisely.
know what happens
They kn-
when these tactics are used against them.
They know how painful it is because they laughed at our pain.
Yes. They understand.
Yeah, they laughed when it was happening to us. They took pleasure in it.
And they understand that this is a signal of antagonism. This is a signal that their enemies are no longer going to sit by and not do anything.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I found it. Okay, you're gonna love this one.
Okay, go on.
I just found out there were like venue changes because I thought it was because like people were showing a lot of interest, and there were numerous venue changes, and the last venue that we arrived at, they canceled last second. Julie also
Heresy
dropped out. Senator
request.
Julie Gonzalez's statement.
Fire
Today, I'm
the
deciding to no
answer.
longer participate in the rally with the Sound Piker at no fault of the event organizers. Multiple venues have canceled the 11th hour, and I have been told that it was a trauma inflicted on Coloradans while both Democratic establishment and big business owners that are capitulating to at a time when there's unprecedented amounts of attacks on free speech. These
We care about fucking free speech now, do we, Hassan?
Yes, we care about free speech now. That's
Fucking-
very important.
Yeah, we care about my free speech, says Hassan.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
Now, this time is an unprecedented attack on free speech. Now,
No, this is business as usual, Hassan.
are big business owners that seemingly are supposed to be apolitical or liberal adjacent, turning around and leaning into the right wing smears.
And also,
Oh,
apolitical
no.
is a left-wing value now.
Oh, yeah. I thought everything was political. Oh, my God, it's so dishonest.
It's like, why aren't you being apolitical, brother? Because you spent the last decade telling us to be political.
Yeah, you spent the last decade politicizing literally everything.
The motherfucker sits there in a Chairman Mao cosplay and goes like, come on, we gotta be apolitical. Man, my free speech.
Just the fucking gall of him.
Like, this kind of disruption does not happen to right wingers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, Hassan, that's right. It doesn't happen to the right. You are somehow uniquely a victim of this.
Yep.
Who could have imagined? Fucking hell.
This cancel culture does not happen to the right wing.
The thing is, I bet he genuinely thinks that too.
Oh, he probably does. Like, I was asked this question the other day. Like, do I think Hassan Piker is malicious and lying, or if he's that
No, I think
dumb?
he's
No, he's
stupid.
that dumb.
Ignorance
Yeah.
a lot.
I mean, I've debated him. I've watched much of his content over the years because, of course, you have to, because he's the enemy. Blah blah blah. He's just stupid, man.
Yeah, and he's about to hammer that point home.
In fact, Hassan was famously stupid back in like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
That's all anyone ever said about him. He's a fucking moron.
So, prepare your ears, because you're not going to believe what you're about to hear.
Oh yeah.
this kind of disruption, regardless of the amount of pushback that they receive from actual student groups and actual protesters and actual organizers, schools never do this kind of thing. Venues never do this kind of thing for Ben Shapiro. They never do this kind of thing for Charlie Kirk.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Ben, he thinks of himself as radical as Ben Shapiro and Charlie Kirk, does he?
Yeah, and I just
No, Hassan, you are the left-wing version of Jared Taylor, right? You are the left-wing version of Richard Spencer. Or, I mean, probably not Richard Spencer anymore. Actually, he's a Democrat voter now. But like back when, back in like 2016, like you are the left-wing version of these people. That's why you're getting cancelled.
Well, I want to point out, Charlie Kirk was
he
never
did get
cancelled.
a bit cancelled, didn't he?
Charlie fucking Kirk was never Charlie Kirk never received. The man was fucking assassinated for his politics, and it's like this never happens to the right wing. Like, Jesus,
just a liar.
The fucking levels of active ignorance on display is
just a liar. He's just a liar.
It's
got to remember, Hassan Piker is a professional liar and retard.
And also, just to further hammer home this idiocy as well, the travel ban to the UK that a lot of right-wingers got, he talked about that. That was like weeks ago. He himself was like, I'm going to get a travel ban.
He reveled in us getting banned.
Yes.
And then you got banned, Hassan. Oh, no.
And so to sit there and go like, this never happens to right... Man, this is why I think he's dumb. This is why I don't even think he's malicious. Well, I think he has the memory of a goldfish.
It's both. He is dumb and malicious.
He's retarded and evil.
Yeah, he's always been famously stupid. And now... And obviously he's evil. So it's no question.
Like... There's the famous saying that in propaganda, the enemy must both be infinitely powerful and infinitely idiotic at the same time, both useless and malicious.
Hassan effortlessly crosses this threshold.
Yes. It's like, I don't want to follow foul of going like, my enemy is both infinitely idiotic and infinitely evil, but holy shit.
Hassan really makes it difficult not to stand on that, doesn't it?
No, actually, yes. He is both infinitely evil and infinitely stupid at the same time, and it's remarkable.
I mean, his name is a watchword for evil stupidity.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Like, when you say Hassan Piker, I've got, right, that, yeah, okay. Understood. That evil retard.
It's a once in a million. It's like how they say there's like one true genius every 1,000 years. We are witnessing the inverse.
Well, I always want to. If I talk to Piker again, I'll be like, Piker, why is it you think people still don't hate the billionaires like you're trying to make them hate the billionaires? Why do you think that is? Why is it people still like, well, whatever? Nobody actually hates the billionaires. Why is that? I really want to know his answer. How has your propaganda failed, Hassan?
I'm sure he'd say that they're all idiots who think they'll be rich one day too.
Yeah, but it's also, I actually can tell what the billionaire impact on my life is. Elon Musk brought my Twitter feed back. Elon Musk then pays me money to use his platform. And you're like, Elon Musk is an evil billionaire. I don't know if it's evil, bro.
Now.
I actually really appreciate the things Elon Musk has done for me personally. So, okay, well, what about Jeff Bezos? Well, yeah, I mean, Jeff Bezos has made my life so fucking convenient when it comes to shopping, mate. Like, I hate to say it, but I use Amazon all the time because I'm a dad and I do not have infinite hours to drive to the fucking shops, go wandering around the shop, find, this shop doesn't have what I need, and then drive to another fucking shop, dragging the kids in tow. Like, honestly, I want Jeff Bezos to have that extra fucking yacht. He has earned it. He has fucking earned it for the number of hours of my life and stress and hair on my head that he has saved me. Like, I can't explain any more clearly how much easier Jeff Bezos has made my life. What about Bill Gates? I fucking hate Bill Gates, but not because he's a billionaire. I hate him because he's evil, right? But has he made my life better? Holy shit, he has. Holy shit, the amount of time I've spent using Windows to play video games or do projects or whatever it is. All of these things would have been infinitely more difficult if it wasn't for Bill Gates. Hate to say it, but it's definitely true. So, like, to be like, oh yeah, the billionaires just evil. It's like, well, they are also really fucking useful, Hassan. All right. The reason they become billionaires is because they are literally that useful to society.
Yeah. And I really think the trillionaire thing has illuminated a lot of people to the reality of the situation, because the only response from the politicians have never been to condemn the amount of wealth. It's always been, I want some of that.
Yeah. And it's also like, well, inflation is bad. I agree. Like, a lot of it's down to inflation. Let's be real. Like, what's the value of a fucking dollar these days?
Mm-hmm. And all the politics, like wealth tax, 5%, we could pay for this, we could pay for that. Bernie, 2%, then 5%, then 15%, and it just keeps going. They just want the money.
Also, retards, it's not Scrooge McDuck. Like Kyle Kalinske every fucking day is like, we should just stop letting them earn money over like 999 million or something. We should just take all the money they earn after that. It's like they don't have $1 trillion or $1 billion in the bank, Kyle. They don't have $1 billion in the bank, Kyle. I don't know how many times this has been fucking explained to you, but it's not liquid wealth.
It
fucking
can't
retards.
be explained, because they refuse. It's one of those points of reality that cannot be communicated to these people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly trying to think for where it can, because it's like, look, no, Kyle, right? It's jobs, right? What you are talking about when you hear Elon Musk is worth $1 trillion, that's 160,000 people that he employs, right? That's what the money is. When you hear he's a trillionaire, he has created loads of fucking jobs. Like, I hate to support the Ben Shapiro fucking interpretation, but that's literally what it is. So it's just like you've got to accept reality here.
Yes. Well, in actual literal sense, him being worth 1.27 trillion means that he has created 1.27 trillion. That's what that means. It doesn't mean that 1.27 million existed in the world as a mountain of gold, and he was the only one who went to dig it up.
Yeah, and it's literally, you are talking about the share value, the share price, and the total value of the shares of the business, of all of those jobs, of all of those, all of the infrastructure that Amazon and Tesla and SpaceX and whatever use. That's all just added up. You fucking retard.
Yeah. It's fucking stupid. But again, like, this is a point that you cannot explain to them. There's simply no way. There's simply no explaining it.
The thing is, if they were to even try for a second to understand, everything they say about wealth and wealth creation and wealth distribution falls apart. Their entire political position falls apart.
Yep. All right. So to wrap this up a little bit as well.
Yeah.
The report itself was absolutely necessary. It had to come out then. The arguments against it is primarily things like, this is, you should be angry. And that's from Lauren Southern, too. If you're rightfully infuriated by rape gangs, you should be extra infuriated by shoddy data being used for short-term political maneuvering. Listen.
It's not data. What are you talking
exactly.
about? It's professionals.
There is
fucking
no data.
Lauren Southern, fuck off as well.
There is no new data in the rape gang inquiry. It is extrapolations and what we already have. It's based on the studies, a very few studies that were made. There haven't been any studies. Robert Lowe is not in a position to order the UK police to hand over these documents.
No. This is listening to the victims and what actually happened to them for their own good, if nothing else.
Yes. And would it be great if there was hard data? Absolutely, but he can't get it.
It probably does. The police probably don't keep it. Like, it's probably not even available.
That's assuming it even exists. Yes.
Like like complaining that Rupert Lowe has done the best he can possibly do under the circumstances. That's not good enough. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure the victims who were finally heard, and millions of people have read this fucking report, by the way, I'm sure they were definitely like, oh yeah, no, I just didn't really want millions of people to hear my story of how I was abused and the system covered it up. But again, the objections are entirely party political because they don't want Rupert Lowe gaining from this, as Lauren Southern just said.
Well, here's the thing. Like, part of it is party political, yeah. But what this entire post from Lauren Southern really reminds me of is this is classic crab in a bucket mentality.
Yeah.
That's what this feels like.
Very much.
Really, because short-term political maneuvering, good. The short-term goal is to get reform restore. God, I hate the R word.
Yeah,
Restore
I make the mistake all the time.
in power so that they can get the data or do something. This is obviously short-term political maneuvering, and that is good.
Yeah.
How the
Thank
fuck
God someone's
else?
doing something.
Yeah. How the fuck else do you expect to get in a position to do something?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like,
How else
fucking
could it
hell.
be done?
It's so stupid, and it comes across as literally just petty. Like, how dare you how dare you do something? Like, come the fuck on.
Yeah. It just comes across like petty bitching.
Yes, it really does. And vibes-based politics have been able to be used to dismiss, invalidate victims. How the fuck?
How does it invalidate victims?
Exactly. What? What do you mean? How could a report going, look at this is a big problem, this is happening, we have to take it seriously, be used to dismiss victims?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're the ones dismissing the victims to me.
Yes. Like, we already know, and this isn't even in the report, this is things we have previously, earlier. We've demonstrated that there is a lack of understanding or will to engage with this in the police, the NHS, social services. Yeah. How could illuminating that existing problem possibly invalidate victims?
But also, the fact that we didn't have these statements and testimonies from the victims public already is part of the fucking cover-up.
Yeah.
Like, the horror of it is important to know. You have to know how bad it was, because otherwise it becomes abstract to you, and you just think, well, probably wasn't as bad as that. This is the point of this, is to give this impetus to get justice for the victims.
Yeah.
To make sure that there aren't further people, girls, turned into victims because of this.
Yeah. Like, the entire thing, on the vibe-based politics, yeah, I'm sorry, like, for the last, I started out 10 plus years ago, or many of us were like, oh, democracy, it's a sacred form, it's something special. No, you know what? It's fucking vibes. It's always been fucking vibes. All of this is fucking vibes.
Even your objection to this is fucking vibes.
Yes.
Right?
And if the current vibe is, let's get a government that can fix this, fuck, great.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait.
It's such a ridiculous... listen, I have problems with the report too, in that it doesn't bring enough new stuff to the table. I'd love for there to be more of it. I think the conclusion isn't going far enough in the correct directions. But this isn't even an objection, honestly.
No. It's a very weak objection at best.
Yeah, it comes across as nothing more than petty jealousy.
Yeah, spiteful, mean girl attitude is not appreciated.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and like you can point out the fact that there is definitely some torture pornification of this, where people just read out the horrible things and like turn to chat and go, "Isn't this horrible?" Sure, but isn't that important?
No. What's important is that we bury our heads in the sand and don't really listen to actually what... Because, I mean, like, these are things that really fucking happen to people, man. Like, these are the worst fucking things you can imagine. I've got 2 daughters. If a fifth of this happened to them, I'd probably be like whatever the equivalent of a jihadi is at this point. Like I'd be mad. I'd be raging. And if the fucking authorities are like, no, it's fine that they do this. Your girls are actually the problem. I don't know what I'd do. I dread to think what I'd do.
No, like this is literally a case of, let this radicalize you, is what this is.
Yeah, and good, because you should be, because this is what's happened. This is what they permitted to happen in our country to our children.
Yeah. And I also want to do, like, just at the end here, one final declaration as well, because I've seen a lot of people also go the extreme way of going like, oh, well, why aren't people revolting, etc. It doesn't work that way. It hasn't worked that way for a very long time. I don't think it's physically possible. You can revolt, however, by voting. There is now a government that is promising. Yeah, that is promising to do something. Maybe they won't. Maybe the worst case scenario comes to pass. But Restore is saying they don't want this. They want to reform
if there was ever a party in British politics that's going to do something about this, it's a party led by Rupert Lowe. Like there was a great fucking Reddit post that was going around that they were basically like, look, everyone knows Faraz is a grifter and he's just doing this for money and he's never going to do anything. But the problem is Rupert Lowe is a zealot and he is going to do these things. Even if they hurt him, he's going to do them. So he's even more dangerous than Faraz, really. And it's like, yeah, he fucking is. That's exactly right. And I've spent plenty of time with Rupert Lowe at this point. He believes what he's saying, man. He really means it because he's a granddad. He has daughters and granddaughters. Like, he wants a good country. It's really not that much to ask. Like, but he's genuinely got that kind of patrician concern for the future of this country, and he genuinely believes it. He genuinely believes it. And it's like, finally, holy shit, finally, we've got a politician, like an elected politician on the right at the helm of a party who actually believes what he says. Let's fucking do this, you know? It's like, fucking finally. What's he say? I don't care if you think I'm a racist. I don't care. Oh my God, I've waited so many years for this, man. Yeah. So many years. God, I hope we win in Makerfield. I don't think we're going to, but like, holy shit.
For a little white pill here as well, at the end of all of this, it isn't hopeless. Like, even the fucking European Union is turning against this, okay? Yep. The European fucking Union is being subverted from the inside by the fucking right.
Yep. Because it turns out, like, their commitment to democracy is actually advantageous to us because at least we get to choose. Mm-hmm. We get to choose whoever we want, and we can choose just some absolute mad lads who are going to fucking go for it.
This is now the second massive anti-immigration vote in the EU that has passed. The first was to make it legal for European countries to send migrants back to their country of origins, to refuse migrants. Yeah. This now has made it legal to make detention centers in Europe to store them for processing and expulsion.
You say the EU just legalized concentration camps?
Yes. In the British meaning of the word, mind you, not the German.
Yeah, not the German meaning. But that is remarkable.
And like
I've been following this at all.
This passed like 320 for and like 100 against.
Oh, really?
Like it's rough. Not hopeless. Like the culture is changing, and you've got to. Politics is downstream of culture. The change will happen. You just got to keep fucking going.
Yeah, it just takes a long time to turn the direction of the ship. That's the only problem.
Takes a long time.
Be persistent. And if you can be, and the thing is, chat, right? Just to be clear, right? It's because you support people like us, right? It's because we have a class of professional activists. If we were reliant on institutional funding, would never have happened, right? If we were reliant on billionaire backing, would never have happened. Like, you know, God bless Elon and all that, but they never give us any fucking money. They never give us any. I don't know anyone who's funded by a fucking billion. Oh no, Lawrence Fox, got 5 million from Jeremy Hoskins or Bob. No, what was his name? I can't remember who it was. Hoskins. Jeremy Hoskins, I think is the guy. But like, he's the only person I've ever heard of on the right actually getting any money out of a fucking billionaire. It's like, why? Why don't you guys fund this? Because, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're doing a good job as grassroots activists, I guess. But it'd be so much easier and quicker if you actually fucking backed us.
Yeah. This is... it reminds me of V's words back in 2014. Like, if I had 100 activists, well...
Yeah.
We had to become those 100 activists, and we have.
Yeah, but moreover, it's you guys supporting us that's allowed us to do this. Because what the right has, for the first time ever, is a cadre of professional activists to just be like, yeah, no, every fucking day, it's war. It's fucking war. Andrew Breitbart would be thrilled, basically.
Yeah. If Arch took money from Elon, I'll be asking questions. Don't worry. I have, as we learned in that Norwegian article, me and Sargon have the Epstein money instead. Yeah. That's our connection.
We were funded by the left secretly all this time.
Yeah.
No. Weirdly, we didn't get any of that either.
Oh, that article is still one of my proudest fucking moments. Like, there's no evidence that Arch has any connection to Epstein. Thank you. Thanks.
Well, I guess there's not. Yeah, I suppose that's true. There's no evidence that I'm not from Mars. I wasn't in the moon landings as well, you know. Ooh.
God. But yeah, no, like that's the final little white pill. Like, I know everything sounds terrible, and yeah, no, you have to. The entire Rape Gang inquiry is basically a long list of like, this is how bad things is, but there are solutions. The solutions are being implemented, and it'll be very, very exciting to see what Restore does.
Just to be clear, I am completely convinced we're going to win at this point. I think our victory is inevitable. I just think the only thing that stops us is we just don't carry on. If we keep going, we can't lose. All of the left is out of arguments. It's out of ammunition against us. It's exhausted literally everything it had, and we're still standing, and we are bigger than ever.
Yeah.
Literally, Elon Musk controls Twitter. Everything, every weapon they used is gone.
Yeah. And we have the culture now. The culture is turning our way. I did a video on this just a few days ago. Like, Activision Blizzard is making just hot characters now. And that might seem trivial compared to this, but that is Activision fucking Blizzard going, yeah, we're out of money. Fuck, we're gonna have to make a robot with a tight ass. It's
we hate it, but
yeah,
we've got to do it.
Oh, like the guy who designed her has a pride flag in his bio, and you know he was raging the entire time.
Just to be clear, right? Just to be clear, this is the ultimate sign of victory.
Yes.
When your enemies do what you want them to do. That's what the victory is. And this is how Tony Blair's victory over the right was turning the Conservative Party into a Blairite party. When David Cameron was like, oh, the Conservative Party was pale, stale, and male, I changed that. That was Tony Blair's final victory over the right in the 2000s. And now, them in their pride flag bios, having to make big titty goth girls or whatever it is, that's our victory over them. That's us imposing on them. That's how you know you're winning, when your enemies have to do what you want.
This is the guy, fucking pride flag in his name, who's like, I had to make this.
Yeah! Total chud victory!
They have been
see
forced to make something good.
Yes, total chud victory. We can't lose. We've been through all the fires. It's so great. We're gonna win.
Yep. And I want to point out again, right, okay, this guy, right, he's not even just like, oh, he put it up because he doesn't know about this, you know, he's not involved in the Pride movement or anything weird like that, or that he isn't one of the weirdos. Let me just, and I apologize in advance, chat, show you some of his previous things. Okay? This here... This man was forced to make a hot female robot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The total and final victory over the left when they have to do what we want them to do.
Yes.
I love it.
This
Are you
is
ready
this
to
is
wreck
the
this yellow
genuine
mare's
equivalent
buttery
of
butt?
pressing a shotgun to the back of his neck and going, the tits need to be larger.
This is the equivalent of like when you're in your office job and they're like, "Can you put your pronouns and your signature in your emails, please?"
Yes.
This is that. This is that. This is us over them.
Yeah. This guy, his entire profile is full of nothing but this, okay? Nothing but this. And he created a thin, traditionally attractive female
Are you ready to wreck
character.
this yellow mare's
You know that
buttery
meme
butt?
of the modern woke twat who is under a real Soviet regime, and he's like, "Oh, I thought I'd be a streamer of the cause." It's like, dig the fucking mine, mine the fucking coal. It's that, but for us. So, oh, I thought I'd make gay furry porn. Make the fucking titties, jiggle the fucking titty physics. Get on with it.
Literally. So whenever you're feeling too down, chat, just remember, we made them We made them do things, and we're gonna make them do so many more things that they're gonna fucking hate. They are going to live in the most oppressive regime imaginable.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, with this is day one, chat. This is year zero for the right. Program the fucking jiggle physics. So anyway, chat, the point being is we're winning. We're definitely going to win. It's only a matter of time. And I said this in a news. I got interviewed by the New Statesman the other day, and they were asking me like, "Oh, what sort of people support Restore and all this sort of thing?" And I'm like, "Well, I was explaining, the right wing worldview to them basically," and she was like, "Oh, right, so you guys like despondent or something?" Like, no, I literally said to her, "Oh no, our victory is inevitable at this point. Like it's locked in. It's written in the stars. We are going to win."
Mm-hmm. It's going our way, guys. It is. You just gotta believe it. Unironically, trust the fucking process at this point.
Yeah, but also, right, you've got to do your part. They wrote an article in The Guardian about our live show, and one of the quotes there, and I stand by this 100%, right, is that they complained that I said, look, the chuds are going to inherit the earth, right? What you've got to do is get a job, get a girlfriend, get married, have kids, and take over. You have to be the people who are invested in the future of society. And once you are those people, then that's it. We've won. That's it. We've won. When Arch and Sargon fans are the married, middle-aged office managers, that's it. We've won. All of it. All of it's over for them. We win everything. And that has to be you in the next generation and coming up. You've got to just be normal, get married, be normal, and just be aware. Just be political. Be aware that I know you guys listening to us are aware of what the enemy is. But like that, spread the message. Just be aware of what the enemy is and be the change. That's the thing. And then we've won. And we'll just carry on as we are, basically. And we've got it.
Right, let me get to the Super Chats wrap-upping part then.
Yep.
Grinch gifted 5 subscriptions on Kick. Thank you very much, Grinch. I appreciate that. Remember, people, Kick better than YouTube. Every way imaginable. Love Kick. Press your little noses towards the Kick wall and be kind to it. Zolux and Dog Gang on Streamlabs. You don't use Kick?
No, I've never used it.
Oh, you should. It's good.
Not good, is it?
The automatic moderator's a bit retarded because they're trying not to get cancelled by the media.
Understood.
Yeah, it's like I understand, chat. I hate the fucking auto mod too. It's way too fucking sensitive, but it's one of those things where you just got to keep your head down.
Again, we've been through the fire. We understand why this is necessary.
Yes. So Loxon, Sargon, how much money of this much more of this, if you're willing to... Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Can't say that on YouTube. Guardians of the Rune Kick Arch, you should get Powder back on ArchCast, popularized by Amelia in the VTuber scene and is currently going on different podcasts. Perhaps. Stan Doom, early start. Guess Arch is not late and gay.
Ignorant slut.
I'm not. I am early. And the opposite of gay. And we got 2 red super chats from the Inner Circle as well. $100 each. Thank you very much, sir. The left-only move would be censorship and going 1984. The UK has proposed a law to have a hardware-level device scanner that would scan your device, photo, videos, and even what websites you are currently viewing with AI to spot the dissidents. Well, that's the thing. Yes. So right now, and because this goes both ways, the right cannot just grab the shotguns and go into the streets. That's not how this works. But neither can the left. We've reached an interesting equilibrium there right now, where political power is beginning to tilt back to our side. And what we do with that political power, and make no mistake, I am all for just widespread oppression of the left at this point. Full on. I am happy to do it. Like, I want the modern day left to be treated like the Nazis. All right? For, like, no political parties allowed, nothing. Because we do that. That's the, like, Nazis aren't allowed to travel to America. America has a whole set of laws specifically forbidding National Socialism. I'm just saying we expand that to international socialism too.
Sure.
Simple. Simple as. No reason not to. And Milo was right about Lauren Southern. Just saying. Can't dispute that too much now. Chickador, good luck in Makerfield. Sargon, enjoy the Establishment Trembles video.
Ignorant slut.
Oh, thank you.
And Blood of the Dawnwalker.
Well, the voting is going to end in 10 minutes in Makerfield. So I guess we'll see how it went.
Ammo is currency, says remigration is the modest solution. How about fried and lard? Definitely not a Frenchman. Sargon, thoughts on the UK government admitting to the existence of the nudge units, possibly 26 people running leftist UK organizations. Check out Dead Gods.
It's going to be useful when we win, because then we've got our nudge unit of our own.
And I mean, there's no doubt that there is. Like the fucking statement we read last week with Dan.
No. There was an expose about the other day in the Daily Mail of all places. It's called Raiku, and it's literally as it sounds. They write the statements. They they work with the victims' families to write statements to reinforce multiculturalism.
Like, obviously, like,
they need more
the family of the person that is being blinded by a migrant is like, oh, he would never want to politicize this.
Yeah. Oh, well, I do. I mean, the reason this guy is here blinding your son is because of political reasons. So I'm prepared to politicize it.
Valond, regarding the report made me nauseous several times. It's really hard not to fall into a bleak pit of despair, seeing how complicit the entire state was in making sure this could continue for 76 years.
Yeah, but they made it happen, and we're going to unmake it.
Yep, they made it happen. We can make it unhappen.
Yeah. In fact, we have an obligation to unmake it.
Citizenship.
Zeloxon Doppelganger, the UK police are the enemies of the people. Well, now they are.
Yeah, it didn't used to be this way, obviously, but it's been this way for a while now.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery?
Many things I can't say on YouTube, and they should carry the same stigma as Nazis post-World War II. Yes, that's what I exactly just said too. Let's start treating international socialism like national socialism. Nothing against it.
Yeah. It's genuinely against the nation state itself, the nation itself. It's like, no, we can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have threats to the integrity of the nation.
Calvin Coolidge, hey guys, do you believe that MAGA is filled with evil, tyrannical people and that America is months away from hot civil war? A YouTuber called Short Fat Otaku said this recently. Thoughts?
I don't think that, actually.
Yes, I've seen Dev been going out there going like, oh, we need political violence in America. Oh, God damn it.
The thing is, it's genuinely hard to believe that he means it. Like, Dev was never a lunatic. But this, like, weird commitment to liberalism has just become mental.
Yep. No, this is exactly the specific reason. And, like, the reason why we are here now going like, no, violence is not the answer, is because we're winning. So the only thing I can assume is that he guess he's losing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Violence is not the answer. Elections are the answer. We're going to win. Just keep going.
So, Jard, I am refusing to look at the report. It would drive me to make comments that would get me arrested. Yes. Don't get arrested.
Yeah.
Carson Casimir, I've been something that rhymes with grape. The British government. I don't think you have, mate. Something involving millstones comes to mind.
I mean, that was literally their response to these girls. Literally their response.
Yes, literally. Like, the report is filled with just statement of the police just going like, no, we think you're lying. This couldn't possibly happen in our multicultural society.
Yeah. That would assume that there was a fundamental cultural difference between us and them, and we know that's not correct. So you're a liar.
Pete Jackson, state mandatable grape to increase DEI.
Well, I mean, that's what they did.
Alex Roberts, I understand you Euros can't get cool guns, but Lebanon and Spain are examples of why being armed can save you when stuff goes wrong. I pray for you guys. I pray for the United States.
Well, again, we do have actually got millions of guns in Britain. You can get guns.
Trick or treat.
In fact,
sure
there was a recent push by Labour to put in licenses on shotguns, and guess who's opposed to that too?
Who?
Rupert Lowe.
Oh yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Jeremy Clarkson, but
He too, probably.
yeah.
I mean,
Just
all we
quick-
need now is for the final episode of Clarkson's Farm to just have Rupert Lowe show up.
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it? Apparently, they're actually quite near to each other. They own farms quite near to each other, and Caleb does work for Rupert on his farm.
Oh.
I'm not even joking. Like Rupert told me, and I was like, "Oh, really? Wow, that's great." Why can't we? Jeremy Clarkson's got cancer, by the way, so hopefully he recovers from that.
Well, luckily he got
Very
it caught early too.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
and-
absolutely.
Right, for anyone who's like, okay, right, I'm going to have to fucking have a little whinge about the socialist healthcare system right now.
Oh yeah.
Because my father has prostate cancer as well. And they didn't catch it in time with him, so they can't operate. So he's just reliant on medication now. And he's doing well. He's responding well to the medication. But the only reason why they didn't catch in time, because he had an aneurysm like 10 years ago. And after that, he went to regular health checkups where they drew blood to make sure that he's got the correct like values and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And there is literally just a box they can check there that tests for prostate cancer, which is the most common form of cancer for men.
Yeah.
And they didn't check it because it's not protocol to do that because it's too expensive.
Amazing.
And so it wasn't until he was starting to suffer secondary symptoms that they finally did that. And literally, they were taking his blood anyways. All they needed to do was check that fucking box.
Yeah. You know what? You know what the British government, the Labour government, announced that they were going to do the other day?
What?
They were going to give free screenings for prostate cancer to black guys.
Oh, of course. To black guys. You know what? I'd
Only
fucking
to
show
black
up at
guys.
that. I'd show up at that and go like, okay, you're going to screen me.
Fire is the
If you
answer.
fucking...
I'm black.
Yeah, and if no, not even that. If you deny me, you're racist. Simple. I'll
they'd say,
fucking
yeah,
report
you're-
you for discrimination.
Well, they'll say, yeah, you're white. Of course we're racist.
It's like, 'cause that has to be illegal. That is, I'm pretty sure.
No. You would think, but it's only illegal. He who decides the exception is the sovereign, remember?
That's
And so
true.
if the government is like, yeah, well, we've decided this isn't racist and therefore not illegal, you don't get a say in it.
I would
But again,
fucking...
this is why we're going to win, because it's so manifestly unjust that we're going to overturn it all.
I would show up there with a camera and make a fucking scene, I swear to God.
Yep. But isn't that incredible? Like in the middle of like everyone being like, "Oh yes, this is like the Henry Novak in the middle of the Henry Novak fucking scandal." Everyone were like, "This is a two-tier system, and we can see that we're at the bottom of it." The government's like, "No, it's not. But we are going to start giving free prostate screenings just to black men, by the way."
Yeah.
So that's good timing, you fucking losers,
God damn it.
you traitors.
It's
But at least,
retarded.
but again, thank you for proving our point. Like,
Yeah.
we know we're right, and that's why we're going to win.
Yeah. And again, it's something that people should test themselves for. But if you live in a socialist country like mine, they actually discourage you from it because it'll place too much of a burden on our social healthcare system.
I mean, at least they're not just actively executing you.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah. It's not Canada yet, right?
Kazem Casimir appears interviewed with Tucker, and he decried the two-tier system in Israel. The whole time I was wondering where his moral outrage was about the UK.
Oh, he doesn't believe it. He is a boomer, and therefore believes that that Britain is being run perfectly.
Yeah.
All boomers believe Britain is being run perfectly, and those ones that don't support Rupert Lowe.
Well, Keir is an active enemy of Britain, so obviously he wouldn't. He wouldn't want to care about it.
Yeah. Piers Morgan the other day came out as a bit of an ethnic as well. He was like, "Well, I don't have any English blood. I know you're Irish."
Mm-hmm.
So that explains a lot, doesn't it, Piers?
Yeah. Marine Alva, it's telling that one witch who calls the county line just a phone number area code how she feels about national borders. Anyone that did development compliance or practiced law can tell you it's more than just map lines. Of course.
Yes.
And again, it's willful, malicious ignorance. Yeah. That's all it is.
But anyone who is involved in any of this would also know that when someone says they were moved across county lines, they mean the borders between counties.
Yes. They didn't mean phone lines. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They were using it in a lay sense rather than in a colloquial sense, rather than an official sense. You got him. You fucking got him. That's it.
You got him. The rape victim doesn't know the lawyer lingo.
Yeah, it's literally like fucking Lord Farquaad pointing and being like, the ogre thinks, it's like, yep, keep laughing. Keep yucking it up.
Blonde Adult, the most disheartening thing about this grooming gang inquiry report is that nothing will come of it. Attention will be given for a week. Some progress will occur, but this time next year, Henry Novak will have forgotten about. I hope I'm wrong. Well,
I think you're wrong.
You are and you're not. Like, yes. Will this eventually end? Of course. All drama ends. But we are currently in a period where we are hypersensitive to this because we are in a period where this is happening far too often. Yeah. Dramas are blown up all the time like this, and they need to be.
Yeah. But also, Rupert Lowe isn't going to forget it when he wins. That's the point.
And again, like this isn't about one thing. This is building upon all of the things. Every one is simply just another piece of evidence in the mounting case. That's how you got to look at it. Nolly sent a kick. Thank you very much, sir. A historical portrait of Sargon dressed as a commissar with a revolver looming over artists being forced to make hot women called Jiggle the Titties.
Yep.
That is literally it. Sinestro. In a just world, the native Brits who actively aided this disaster would be charged for treason and either be exiled with their only clothes on their backs or be dealt with. I mean, I fucking hope. Like, one of the things I hope as well is that this isn't just repealing the laws. This should also be investigations of the people who allowed the failure to happen. And when they say we just followed orders, well, I'll respond just as the court did at Nuremberg. That doesn't matter. Simple fucking ass.
Yeah, following orders is not a sufficient excuse.
Marine Alva, why do British women support the grooming gang? Simple, it is the story of the evil queen versus Snow White jealousy. Yeah. Well, there's also the thing. So a lot of this also has been made of like British women supporting. A lot of Islamic women. Women convert to Islam at a far higher rate than men does. And I don't even fucking know why. I dread to fucking think. But the women in Islam are complicit in it. This isn't just the men being rapey. These are the women as well agreeing that the white girls are trash.
Yeah.
Sentinel Rex, we need to canonize Vlad Dracula as a saint and honor his legacy according to his wise, fair, and kind teachings. The patron saint of gatekeeping. Alcatraz, wasn't there a statistic back in the day saying 1 in 5 women in college would be assaulted, but 1 in 40 is ridiculous? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's again, like, I literally remember statistics, like 1 in 3 women, and being like, that's, what, come on now. Kaz and Casimir, Crusaders have been declared for less than this.
Oh, yeah.
Marine Alva. Also context, the Grape of Nanking has less victims. Jesus. Rafael da Costa, Mr. Carl, I'm sorry, but at this point, the only party I trust with your country is one that is founded in and made up from the people of Belfast.
Say what? Say again.
The only party I trust with your country is one that is founded in and made up from the people of Belfast.
No, I think we'll be okay. I think we've got a bit of a broader spectrum in Britain than that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the good people of Belfast, but the rest of us, sensible people as well.
Vulture's been a member for 37 months. Thank you very much, sir. Borgavan Harch, we need civil defense groups. 250k. It is insane, and the Gov covered it up. You know, it used to be the whole thing, like, you know, neighborhood watch groups, very cringe, the neighborhood Karen, etc. But the Sikhs did it, and it worked.
Yep. It's become apparent as to why these people existed.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those traditions that have existed for as long as there's been humans that we looked at and wondered, well, that seems silly. Why would we need to? Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Marine Alva, the PsyOp anime videos about this keeps getting taken down by YouTube. It has to be re-uploaded 4 times already. Yeah, it's the same reason why the media isn't talking about it.
Yeah.
This must be suppressed. But it can't be, because guess what? Elon Musk owns Twitter. Like, again, you can say anything you want about Elon. Is he perfect? Fuck no. But without him and Twitter, this would never... We wouldn't be talking about this today.
Honestly, right, when we win, I would really love if Rupert Lowe would offer a knighthood to Elon Musk. Really, no, I'm not even joking. So he can be called Sir Elon Musk. Knight of the Realm. For the good that he has done for this country. It's like, people can complain about Elon and say, oh, I find him annoying or whatever. Yeah, okay, maybe. But he's still done manifest good for the people of the country, whether they appreciate it or not. And, you know, knighting him, I think, would be a lovely gesture of solidarity and friendship. Thank you, Elon. You deserve it. And it doesn't cost us anything either.
Not literally nothing.
Yeah. It's literally just an honorific.
Again, like, you can say whatever you want about him, but without him, without Twitter, the way it is, this report would have been released on some website with 5,000 people watching it, tops.
Yeah. The whole thing would have been so much smaller and less salient in the discourse.
Martinez, if the extrapolated number is too big, exactly how low would the number need to be for it to be acceptable? How many victims is just normal? Yeah.
That's a great question, and I'm going to remember that.
Finn Pilosa, no Fed posting, but very unpleasant, unforgettable consequences must happen. This betrayal, this condemnation, this sin can't simply be shrugged off or dismissed with mid-wit analysis and blabbering.
Yeah, I mean, the people who are complicit in the rape gangs have to, at the very least, go to jail.
Yes, they should.
Very least. These police officers, the politicians, the care home staff, all of them, go to jail. They have to go to jail.
Oh, and Alex Anderson, condolences for your father, Art. I wish him the best. He's not dead, mind you.
Well, on the
Thank
plus
God.
side, right, prostate cancer is not only the most common, but also one of the most survivable cancers.
Yes. So
it could be a lot worse.
At the point that he got it discovered, it's no longer fixable. It has to be treated. But the treatment is effective, and the dumbest part is, again, the reason why they didn't tick that fucking box to get it early is because it costs too much. His medication costs like $9,000 every 2 months, which the government pays
they
for.
have to give him. Yep,
yeah, which the government pays for. It's like, okay, you saved yourself, what, $200? Let's be generous with running that test. Now you have to put out $9,000 for the medicines. Like, that's so fucking stupid.
Just check the fucking box.
It's so fucking dumb. Socialist fucking healthcare. Like, it sounds great. And hey, I love the idea of a social safety net of some type. Absolutely. If you're going to pay loads in taxes, especially. But the way it's run is just fucking backwards. And of course,
it's not even just this backwards. It's preposterous. preposterous.
And the price is oh god. Initially, the idea was, well, if we can negotiate for an entire country, we can really drive down the price of medicine. No, the exact opposite happened because the guy doing the negotiations doesn't fucking care. It's not his money.
Yep.
And the companies
and the companies he's negotiating with realize, well, where are you really going to go?
Yeah.
You don't care. Why would you shop around? It's not your fucking money.
And if the company was selling to a person, if they wanted to sell their stuff, they'd have to pitch it at a price where they can actually purchase it.
Yeah.
But if they're selling to a country, well, fuck, sky's the limit.
Yeah, exactly. The country cannot run out of money, basically.
Yes.
So it's just like, okay, great. And this is the thing, right? It's on the assumption that the guys who are doing the negotiating give a shit about the amount of money they spend.
Yeah.
It's like Bertrand Russell called it about bureaucrats ages ago. Like, you are at the mercy of the bureaucrat, and the bureaucrat is in no way incentivized to give a shit about your presence. In fact, you being a bureaucrat being confronted by the subject of his bureaucracy is an inconvenience to his day, and he doesn't want to see you. It's like, oh, fucking great, man. I hate fucking bureaucracy so much.
And just as one final little fuck you as well. Okay, just because this. So we can't afford a blood test. That's too much. It'll overload our social security system. But if you're a drug addict, well, guess what? You can go to a drug clinic and get free fucking methadone.
Free heroin for all.
The world is just absurd.
It's the therapeutic state at work. I hate the therapeutic state. It's, whatever condition you're currently in is the right condition for you. And so we'll do what we can to support it, is basically their position. It's like, heroin addict, here's some more heroin. It's slightly less dangerous. But that would give it to you forever. We won't impose any fucking conditions on it. Like, are you mad? Why are you doing that? Lock them in a room for a month.
A social worker will give you the heroin, they'll check on you, make sure that you're relatively safe, and then just send you on your way. Maybe with a brief oh, you shouldn't do that, you know?
Yeah, this is against government advisories. Oh, thanks. Hand over the fucking heroin.
Steel Manning, have you guys seen Dev's debate with Ryan Mullally? Dev has lost his mind to TDS only clips.
Is that the one where he's like, we need to overthrow the American government or whatever?
I think that's, because I've seen clips where he goes like, MAGA must be destroyed, burned to the ground, all that stuff.
I mean, I think he's really giving MAGA more credit than it deserves, to be honest.
12 Dirge, it's funny to me because since 80s we've had stereotypes that the UK is full of pedophiles. If you're going to there for work, you should leave your kids back in Poland. Jesus.
Really?
Mr. Bob has been in for 40 months. Thank you. When the police fail to do their job, that is the public to do other than to commit to the job themselves for their safety and those around them. Well, we call that vigilantism, unfortunately.
Yeah. Obviously, we're not in favor of vigilantism. We're going to win, and then we're going to do these things legally.
Under no circumstances do I argue for whippings, except when I've made it legal.
Yes.
Literally.
I want to bring back corporal punishment. You know what, right? It's weird in Britain, right? So about 50 to 55% of people just want the death penalty back. But only 16% want corporal punishment, and only 7% want floggings, proper bird style, floggings with a whip. And I'm one of those 7%.
Well, it's because if you actually look at this seriously, you are like, the Starship Troopers example is beautiful. Okay.
Yep.
You can either get the traditional punishment for involuntary manslaughter, which is a permanent mark in your record, which it'll be for every employer, every social interaction thereafter in the public space. There's that judgment, and go to jail for 1 to 3 years. Or in Rico's case, a public flogging.
Yeah.
Nobody mentions it ever again. It's over in like a minute. It's done with. It is public. Everybody knows he did it. He himself knows best of all, and he has now the reminder of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? Like
Are you
will think twice in future.
butter.
Whatever
Yes.
you're doing, you'll think twice in future because you will remember that pain. And it's like, you know what? I'm totally for this. I'm totally for it.
It genuinely seems like a significantly more humane punishment, especially as well. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you put people in jail, one of the biggest reasons for recidivism is putting people who have committed minor crimes alongside people who have committed graver crimes.
Yes.
So jail really should be the last option instead of now. The problem is we've made jail the punishment for too many fucking things to the point where we don't have fucking space in the jails anymore.
Oh yeah, that's exactly the problem we have in Britain at the moment. Like, Keir Starmer, just the other day, in fact today I think it was, he's mulling over ending whole life orders for murderers and just letting them out of jail after like 20 years or something. And it's like, fucking hell, it's hard to imagine a man more evil. Like, and everyone's like, oh, we've got to keep Andy Burnham out. It's like, mate, Keir Starmer's releasing criminals now.
Yeah.
Like, he's abolishing jury trials, releasing criminals. Like, what more can he do that me? You know, I would rather have Andy Burnham than Keir Starmer. Fuck me.
I mean, people in England have been being let out of prison now for years, where they're just like, okay, well, we don't have space to everyone, so
Yeah.
fuck.
And for some reason, they don't just build extra prisons.
Well, I imagine it would be the same problem with building houses. It's like, okay, we'll build another one. Well, it's full already.
Well, maybe, yeah.
And this is a problem across the Western world. Germany doesn't have enough prisons. France doesn't have enough prisons. Denmark doesn't have enough prisons. Norway, Sweden, we're all fucking running out of prisons.
Weird, isn't it?
This wasn't a problem before. Just
Yeah. Weird. And we just don't have enough prisons. But we do have plenty of diversity.
J6 2.0, Brits learning the hard way. Americans white flight and red lining. Don't worry, after your own white flight, your government will force bus you back.
Oh yeah, we do have our own white flight, but I don't think they will do that actually, because remember, we don't carry the same collective guilt about immigrants and minorities that the Americans do. We don't have a history of segregation and whatnot, and slavery, right, in Britain. For us, slavery is something that happened externally, remotely, and we're proud of ending it, frankly. We're not people who carry guilt over slavery, unlike the Americans. So I don't think our governments will do that. They will try to forcibly diversify the shires. I mean, they are doing that at the moment, but that's not the same, I think.
The Thing. I'm going to watch this later when I'm cleaning my SMLE. Please get Bo to do a second breakfast show several hours later for American viewers.
I can't, I'm afraid.
Finn Filosa, Councillor Donda doth protest too much.
That's
Miro, not very Somali Sargon. It's very Jewish, as she is. I hate that the stereotype is so right so often.
I'm not making any comment on that. I'm just saying nothing.
I'll check it out. She has the nose for the witch's role in Grimm's Tales.
Unironically, she looks like a witch from a Grimm fairy tale.
Noble, consider the many narratives of liberalism and how it created the current situation as a whole. Don't expect the people who created problems specifically to hurt you simply to stop when they are revealed.
Oh, we don't.
Contingency Flan, I simply cannot comprehend how anyone can laugh when faced with this evil, just evil. And again, over something so ridiculous too. It's like, I found a linguistic error. Oh, ha, ha.
Yeah. Yeah, the argument over any like trivial semantics is just pathetic, really.
Beard Master, the country line, meaning phone lines, the defense reaming of that time left was laughing and the term coyote on the border. They were trying to spin the idea that an animal was doing the trafficking.
Yeah, I remember that. Where Trump had called the drug runners coyotes, because that's the term they use in the border force. And they were like, oh, Trump thinks coyotes are running drugs across the border. It's like, no.
You're just so utterly ignorant of reality. To you, it sounds like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just don't know what's happening, what you're talking about.
Eldritch Saga, what good is money, laws of government, if it makes this happen? Only humans are dumb enough to believe it's worth it. Every other creature tries to protect territory and eliminate opposition.
Yep.
Chickadeau, at this point, is she continuing gang's activities, other services, supporting viewing? Sounds like she's doing more exploiting other than just counseling.
Trick or treat.
Wow.
Can I show
No further
you?
comment. All I'm saying is there's a very large hole that £1 million disappear into every year.
Yeah.
Deadpool Kid 12, Lard knew the way. Just saying. Blonde adult, after the Southport riots, the government cracked down hard on everyone, even on people who did nothing wrong and ruined their lives, and now people are too scared for the families to do anything. Regimes don't collapse when they're the most oppressive. Well, the benefit is they haven't gotten oppressive enough yet. Although Kira is working towards it.
He absolutely is working towards it. But there's a crisis of conscience coming at the moment, and it's clear to everyone that the people who are the defenders of the regime are becoming isolated. Like they're sort of standing on their own while the public is just like, are you serious? Going, there's no such thing as two-tier policing or two-tier society, but here's a free privilege that's only available to black guys on the NHS. And it's like, what? You know, so it's not over or anything, but it's becoming the emperor has no clothes. And at some point, the crisis of conscience is going to come, and the thing will just completely collapse.
The inner circle for another $100. Thank you so much, sir. You're incredibly generous. Thank you, thank you. Corporal punishment is actually quite effective, as shown in Singapore. Some of my friends got the rattan cane treatment their teenage years, and it prevents them from doing more dumb stuff.
Yeah. I'm convinced it's the only way we can get foreign young men to follow the fucking rules. Like, you can't persuade them. You can't have a rational discourse with them. You just have to cane them.
The thing is, too, this is actually, unironically, a fantastic punishment for young men.
Yeah.
Young men are beginning to realize that they're stronger than many of those around them, particularly their mothers and the feminine aspects of the world.
And the women they see on the streets. Yeah.
Yeah. They're beginning to act out. Their language is physicality.
Yep.
If the government then catches them doing something, proves they did it, and they could then, either you can put them in jail, which will radicalize them yet further and only undermine their future in society.
Turn them into hardened criminals.
Yeah, you can try to stigmatize their masculinity, which best case scenario produces a confused and lonely beta who has no idea how to fit into the world. Or,
but also that kicks up a big response from those respectable men who don't want their masculinity attacked.
Yep. Or you fucking spank him.
Yeah.
No lasting damage, no real harm inflicted. He's in and out, and 5 minutes, it's done, and he won't forget about it. And it speaks his language.
Yep. And that's the point. He won't forget about it. He'll forever know, oh, this is an option on the table. Right, okay. Understood. I'm not going to do the stupid thing that I thought I was going to do that's going to hurt someone.
Yes.
And that's what it comes down to.
Portento Radio. SPLC officially accused of funding $1.2 million to informant in neo-Nazi group report. Most went to the SLPC member and her live-in Nazi boyfriend. I remember that. 7 poverty law renter.
Yeah. Yeah, they're literally paying Nazis. And I can't even get Elon Musk to fucking fund load-seaters.
Well, you weren't a big enough Nazi, Sargon. Learn.
Yeah. Fucking SPLC. Come on, bro. Where's that money?
Skikito has been a member for 22 months. Thank you, sir. Night Haunter Solutions. Night Haunter Problems. Night Haunter Solutions.
What's a Night Haunter?
Conrad Curse.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That one.
You ignorant slut.
Eldritch Saga. We lived peacefully for millennia with beasts of burden, livestock, and companions. They never changed anything to reproduce or work or be useful. Charged anything. There we go.
Yeah.
Contingency flan.
To keep it.
No.
Just a quick thing on that. That's another thing as well, right? Like, okay, technically, there's no particular reason to be kind to animals. I just don't want to be mean to them.
Well,
like,
yeah, because
I don't hate them. Why would I want them to hurt? You know, okay, I'm going to eat it, but that's the natural order. Doesn't mean the thing has to fucking suffer.
this is honestly just like this is a natural evolution of the kindness of society, frankly.
Yeah.
As we become better, more prosperous, we become kinder to the things around us. Sometimes that has consequences.
Well, I mean, it's more than that though. Like, yeah, okay, but like the animals have done nothing wrong, right? So there's no reason to hurt them because for me, pain should be used as a punishment. So if we want to inflict pain on these animals, like, well, I don't want to punish the animals. They haven't done anything wrong. They're in fact fulfilling their function perfectly well and have done for thousands of years. I actually would like to take care of them for that. And so if they don't have to suffer, we won't let them suffer.
And we are in a
have the
position
power.
where there is no need to do so.
Exactly. There's no reason they should suffer, so they won't.
But this is also one of those funny lines where Western society is actually the minorities on Earth when it comes to taking good care of animals.
I know the Chinese are mad. They do not care. Like boiling things alive and then eating them. It's like, Jesus.
Have you seen the fish that is delivered like to be eaten whilst it's still alive?
Yeah. It's mad.
Like, the thing is boiled in its own suffering. And hey, I'll even launch a defense against this because fish, as far as we know, they don't have the capacity to feel pain in the way that we think of pain. But the Chinese didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, but in like these 70s and 80s, they didn't think babies did either. So if they had to operate on a baby, they'd do it without anesthetic or without painkillers. So like if your baby needed like heart surgery or something, they'd just do it without painkillers. Imagine that. Fucking hell, man. So like I'm very leery of them going, oh no, this animal doesn't feel pain. It's like, okay, let's just assume that it does, all right? Because you might discover that it does and you're actually a monster.
I don't know. I think fish shouldn't have rights.
I'm not saying they should have rights. I'm saying we should be kind. We should just assume that the thing probably can feel pain because it's living and not be mean to it.
I don't know if I agree with that either. I don't like fish.
What's wrong with fish?
Fish, they've aggressed upon me my whole life.
Have they?
Yeah. I've been
How
forced
so?
to
They're
eat
not
them for far too
seagulls.
long.
Yeah, but they're not seagulls, for fuck's sake.
Close.
Seagulls, I understand, like total seagull death, but like fish, all right, they're not the best food, best meat, but like they're all right.
I think you've fallen for the fish spiracy too much already.
Well, I mean, I like a fish and chips as much as anyone, really.
Let me bring you a hearty meal of lutefisk one day, and we'll see if you change your tone.
Yeah, but it's your choice to eat inedible things. Like, you don't have to, Arch. It's not the 19th century. You're not a whaler. Like, you're allowed to eat a proper meal. And this is someone from Britain saying that.
That's true. That carries a great deal of weight.
I know. Like, look, just have beans on toast. It's great.
Contingency plan. These monsters cannot simply be sent home. They cannot be allowed to walk free. They must face justice for their actions, as must anyone in any official capacity who attempted to obscure these atrocities. Well, actually, I am becoming a big proponent of exile as a punishment again.
Yeah.
Like, and hey, don't even exile them to Europe. No. When I say exile, I mean you're going to an African country.
Yeah, you're getting the diversity you're so longing for.
Yeah. Leave you me. If we make exile a common punishment to some fun and engaging place, we'll give a few $100 million to Bolivia or something.
Oh, no, we've already got the treaty with Rwanda.
Oh, there you go.
Remember, they were trying to send the illegals to Rwanda, but the UK government couldn't bring themselves to get it through the courts. Well, we'll just repeal the laws that prevent it. Then we'll just extradite them to Rwanda. Bye. Have fun. This is what you fucking get.
Absolutely. It would keep
Paul
our prisons
Kagame
nice and
wins
empty
again.
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
MJ Bull, it is not understandable as the ideology of anti-racism is rational. It is neither moral or pragmatic. No sane nation should do this to themselves.
Service guarantee
And yet,
citizenship.
we all did.
It depends on the ideology you follow as to whether it's moral, rational, pragmatic, right? Like, if you believe in the premises of liberalism, actually it is rational. I don't believe in the premises of liberalism, so I don't care about it. I don't, I'm free to ignore it.
Blonde adult, I seem to be seeing more Americans posting about the grooming gang inquiry than Brits. Adjusting for population could just be my feed, but Sargon, do you think people in Britain are scared if they post about it, the state will come after them, like Southport?
No, I don't think it's that. I think a lot of Brits still do get a lot of their news from the media itself. There are a lot of people using social media now, so it isn't the problem it once was. But there's a kind of validation that comes when the media reports it, where it becomes like officially a part of the public conversation. And until it becomes officially a part of the public conversation, a lot of people don't want to touch it.
Frenchie McToast, Asmund Gold, said he's going to read the entire report live. He estimated it will take him 11 hours, but he's going to do it in one go.
Hero.
11 hours. Well, with commentary on it, probably, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it probably was 200 pages.
No pants, baby. Hello, Art and Sargon. Have you heard about the Norfolk man who tossed a 3-year-old into the alligator pit at the zoo?
I haven't seen anything about this, but when you say Norfolk man, just man from Norfolk, is it?
I would assume he's insane and will be taken care of.
No, Arch. They use the term like Norfolk man or Swindon man to hide the kind of person that did it.
Ah, I see.
So the chances are, I haven't seen anything about this, but I'm going to guess this was an immigrant.
The fucking alligator pit, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen anything about this yet, so I'm sure I'll see it in the news tomorrow on my feed tomorrow.
Roland Compton, it seems anywhere in Islamic scholar lives, there is gang hurting girls. Again, you can't really separate the two.
Well, I mean, just look at Muhammad's behavior towards women. That's the example to follow in Islam.
Salaks and Doppelganger, Sargon and everyone else should refuse to comply with online ID. Well, you can't.
No, I can't. I literally can't. I was watching a friend of mine, Academic Agent, stream the other day, and there's a guy on there called Panama Hats going, well, Carl Benjamin will just go and do it. It's like, yeah, I run a fucking social media business. Of course I'm going to do it. In the same way I'm going to pay taxes. Like, I fucking hate it. I disagree with it on a really emotional level. But if the government is going to destroy me if I don't do it, then yes, I'm going to do it. I'm sorry, it's just the way it works.
Yes, and I mean, do you think the government wouldn't be thrilled if
Yeah.
Sargon and everyone just stopped speaking online?
Yeah, but they'd also, if we were like, yeah, we're gonna do cheat the system, or whatever, they'd just come down on us like a ton of bricks. They
Yes.
would just fucking destroy us. So obviously, we're not going to let an enemy government just destroy us. So unfortunately, I will have to comply. I'm not a fan of it, and like with taxes, when I can get to a position where we can get rid of it, we will. But for now, unfortunately, we're just going to have to knuckle under and suffer the oppression.
The thing, too, is as well, the government already thought about this because the UK government has tried already to get government online IDs.
Yes.
And so they're now going to do it client side, in your phone, in your device.
Correct.
There really just isn't that many ways to not get affected by this.
Yeah. I mean, Twitter will demand it. YouTube will demand it. I'll have no choice.
I mean, I would love it if all of the social medias would ally together and just refuse, because that might actually cause some reactions. Take
that
away
would be
everybody's
wonderful.
access to TikTok and YouTube and stuff, but they're not going to do it.
That'd be wonderful, but they won't. So,
Yes.
But when we win, it's just one more thing on the list of things we're going to repeal.
Dana Rogan for $50. Thank you very much, sir. I forced myself to watch how HS is performed. Single most horrible and cruel thing I've ever seen. Everything it did do makes me feel sick beyond words. I want them all to leave, or else I fear might change my mind. I'm presuming that's halal slaughter.
Halal slaughter, yeah. It's brutal.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And again, we have the left out there going oh, animals feel pain. Animals are loving too. Stop eating meat.
I agree. we can kill them humanely. I'm still going to eat them, but that's because I'm the top of the food chain and they aren't.
Yeah. And again, it's a cow. It doesn't know what's happening. It has no idea.
No.
Unless you start bleeding it to death. At that point, it's going to figure that something's wrong.
Yeah, actually, when it's bleeding to death, it's got cut through. It does know what's going on.
Yes.
So again, there's one humane thing to do here, and I want to do it.
Urashima Otoru, Hassan chose not to do the rally. He wasn't kicked.
Oh, really?
Maybe. I don't know. I've heard that he was banned from it, or from the event venue, I'm presuming.
I have no idea.
Marksman, Sargon, did you hear about the foiled plot to bomb the White House UFC event with drones and funnel the crowd to teams of snipers? It's wild. I think Asmongold is right. Unless a rhino politician is deleted, they'll sit and do nothing.
No, I hadn't heard of that at all. To be honest with you, though, I haven't really been online that much recently. I've been just busy doing stuff, so I haven't actually been following like as much breaking news as I should.
And honestly, I'm just not even surprised. They've had, 5? This would be the 6th attempt on Donald Trump. I'm not...
Yeah. I mean, he literally got shot in the fucking ear.
Yeah, I'm not even shook anymore. America... it's bad in Europe. It's bad in America. It's bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Mr. Wizard Frenzy, Arch, you say that the EU is slowly being subverted, but last week the Irish government opted us into the EU Migration Pact, and our electoral system is proportional representation, which has paralyzed any right-wing party. Be honest, how screwed are we? Oh, well, let's think. It's like the right is beginning to take over the EU, but this isn't going to happen overnight. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
And the thing is as well, right, in America where they've got like a presidential system and in Britain where we have a parliamentary system, these things can happen a lot quicker than in Europe. Europe's Byzantine administration is that way on purpose. So it is going to take a long time for anything good to happen in Europe. But when it does, it'll happen with the force of a fucking juggernaut.
Yes, because it's the thing with the European systems and proportional representation systems like this is that it will allow the problem to continue and continue and continue until a far more extreme solution will become the only solution.
Yeah. And that's by design.
Yes.
Brilliant, brilliant design.
The Boris heresy. Victories for the right are great, but short fat Taku. Oh,
Are
God,
you
again.
ready to
Said that
wreck
later
this yellow
that letting the
mare's
woke people
fluttery-
ruin everything and
fluttery
indoctrinate
cat?
our society to stop Trump because his TDS tells him Trump is mega ultra Hitler and Gen 6 is worse than anything ever.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't think Jan 6 was that bad. I thought,
No,
it was massively overblown, so I don't really agree.
it didn't do much.
No, nothing really happened.
MJ Bull, banning under 16s from having a phone is simple to say but difficult to actually implement. How do you prevent people from giving their kids phones? Spanning your way to a great society is bizarre.
Well,
So-
it's not. I'm not saying they shouldn't have a phone. I'm saying they should have a smartphone.
Yeah, and I get the argument, because obviously there's the possibility that the parents will just buy them a smartphone. It's like, my child is special. He needs a smartphone.
Well, you just make that literally illegal, and the parent gets in trouble for it, for a start. But yeah, it's not that no child will never get a smartphone, but then it's not that no child looks at pornography or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's about whittling down the number that do buy incentives and putting regulatory barriers in the way and things like that.
And I also get the idea that we shouldn't, regulate our way for everything. I get it. But some things will have to be regulated. And especially when it comes to kids, because child society is very simple. It's just basic society. And that's why, for example, things like school uniforms aren't necessarily a bad idea, because children will bully one another for not having access to the latest thing.
School uniforms, though, are also... school uniforms actually do more than you think. Like, they give children a sense of belonging and being all in it together. Like, it gives them a sense of togetherness that you don't realize until you don't have the school uniforms.
So it's all about question about what it is, what it's meant to achieve, etc. And again, I absolutely do think that children shouldn't have access to social media, because social media It is a very large social space, and your social senses do not develop fully until you're quite a bit older.
It's not just social media, though. I just don't think kids should be given access to the internet. Like, I don't want them having access to porn. Like, this is obviously bad, especially for young men, but also for young women. So no, they shouldn't have a little device that gives them access to infinite pornography. Sorry, I just don't think they should.
Kitsune Koibito, Shu owned him so hard that he went straight past suits and started wearing dictator cosplay.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Like, it's like, there's no need for it.
Cousin Casimir.
He tagged me in something the other day about Trump doing crypto rug pull or something. I haven't been following it because everything in Britain is just way more hot at the moment. You know, like, it's directly in our faces. Like, we're involved in the, you know, the Makerfield thing and all that. And so I'm just like, I haven't been following what's going on. He's like, oh, he's done this rug pull. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, that sounds bad, but I don't even know if I trust your characterization on it, Dev. That's the thing. Like, I would have to spend time looking into it for myself, and I'm busy, so...
Carson Kazmiri, Hassan got cancelled in Colorado. Do you know how many commies there are in Boulder? You have to be an absolute insane leftist to get cancelled here, or just anyone right of center.
Yeah.
Enigma, Gamergate gets bomb threats. Hassan, 10 years later, the right never gets this kind of disruption.
Yeah, I was in that fucking event where we got bomb threats.
Mm-hmm.
I was there 3,000 years ago.
GOG Plus sucks. Just saw a story. A 30-year-old man threw a 3-year-old into the crocodile pit at the UK. Even if you can vote your way out of it, but you can't, by the way. Do you really want to? Yes.
We can vote our way out of this, and we are going to.
Oh, MacLeod. A Sam Hyde quote comes to mind for the left. MacLeod is my favorite person.
There are lots of Sam Hyde quotes that come to mind, but we can't really repeat any of them on YouTube.
Blaze-Stone, Sargon. I live in Canada. The normal women I have met have been limited to elderly women, and vanishingly few of them. Almost every other woman and most men are complete shitlibs. Not as easy as just get a GF chud as you think. Well,
yeah, but you still have to do it. This is the thing. Like, I appreciate it's not easy, but this is still the mission, and it's the only one it's the only option that we have. But
I heartily recommend looking into importing.
But no. You have to think about ways of essentially deprogramming them. And I assume because you're a 6'3" Chad who is unbelievably chiseled, that you can just do that. You've got to figure it out, my friend.
Alternatively, the Philippines do exist.
Well, you can do that as well, I suppose.
Unironic, that was the one social program that actually worked in South Korea.
Yeah, you know. Wanting Filipino wives.
The DCV Titan, the only people more regarded than Hassan are his viewers. Hated, I'm assuming, yeah. Carson Casimir, they cancelled Charlie in front of his children. Yes, right. The right never gets backlash.
Yeah, fucking Hassan, you're such a retard, honestly.
MJ Bull, how much graft to progressive NGOs could 5% of Musk's wealth buy? Government is nothing but an unlimited appetite for resources. Yes.
Correct. That is what a government is.
ARC5, they just hate that it's Elon and not them who won. Zodox and Doppelganger, any family that cucks to a nudge unit deserves their grief. I won't go that far.
It's... Like, I can understand, you know, things are terrible. The government has arrived, and the government is saying you have to do this, or else there will be riots, people will die, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, Jesus, okay, well, this is, you know, I'm just going to do as I'm told. I can completely understand why people do what they're told.
Yeah.
Like,
you're scared, you're isolated.
They're just regular people. Like, they're not, you know, a lot of these people are not like politicos who know anything about, like, you know, what's happening or anything. They're just like, holy fuck, why is this happening? The government's like, trust us, we can help you. What are you going to do?
MacLeod, can we get back to ignoring Superhead Southern? We can.
Yeah, I don't pay any attention to Lauren Southern. I don't. She's the only reason I've noticed she's back in the discourse is because she popped up on the shitlib centrist podcasts and news shows in Britain, like being like, yeah, I was a part of the alt-right and I escaped the manosphere alt-right pipeline, and say, yeah, you shagged it all, Lauren. For fuck's sake. And I'm not even joking. I think I'm the only person on the right who didn't shag Lauren Southern. And probably Milo, actually, as well.
The malcontent. Prime Minister, we found a way to increase the child birth rate. We just need to make a few changes and concessions.
Wow.
Jonathan Smith, inquiry showed me how different my father is from others. If anything like that had happened to his children, there would have been a reckoning. Evil exists because strong and good men are not feared.
Yeah, but also because the government persecutes them.
The malcontent, and when they cheat at the voting, they'll have to cheat a lot.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, who knows, right? But as things stand at the moment, I do think our elections are okay.
Can I smell your feet?
In those areas that have been highly diversified, of course they're not, but then we're not really trying to win those areas at the moment.
The Silver Camaro, stop listening to women in political media. None of them are legit. Candace Owen, St. Clair and Southern, they're all lying, grifting hoes who's just parasite off us. Stop propping up these women.
You know, I can't say what I want to say, but I don't listen to any women YouTubers.
It is an expanding grift. See, one of the most easy ways to tell that our position is becoming more and more popular is that more and more women are going to start joining it.
Yeah, you just got to accept it, basically.
Yes.
But you can filter your own media consumption.
And most of the women that you find online who are suddenly shouting the N-word or being very far right, they probably weren't 6 weeks ago. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
And so you just have to realize that if you find a base woman, that's probably just their own mating technique.
Yeah. But I mean, on the plus side, my wife was far right long before I married her. Like, before I'd even my wife has been basically far right her whole life, and I was the libtard when we got married. And she'd always be like, "Oh no, we should just put these paedophiles to death and whatever." I'm like, "Well, you can't just do that. What about their rights? What about if we get it wrong?" And now I'm just like, "Yeah, no, you were right." She's like, "Yeah, I was right, wasn't I?" It's like, yes, you can rub that in my face, darling. I'll let you, because you were right, I was wrong.
Joyous exception to the rule.
Yeah, I was really lucky, man. I married my goth girlfriend. It was great.
Eric, are any of you surprised the EU rejected Stop Killing Games request to change the law so buyers can keep playing the game after servers close?
Yeah, so I only saw this yesterday or today. I can't even remember when it was, actually. What the fuck is this about? I didn't hear about this at all.
Stop Killing Games, they were trying to push through a law that would require game makers to put out patches or ways for games to be played offline without access to servers and stuff.
Right.
And the EU said no. This would be it'd be too tyrannical for us to enforce this upon the corporations.
Oh yeah, God, yeah. The last thing the EU would want to do is be tyrannical.
That'd be terrible.
Fucking hell. Overbearing regulation, the EU. Heaven forbid. God forbid, that would never happen. Fucking remarkable. No, I didn't see that at all. To be honest with you, I can kind of understand the EU's position though, because it's kind of like, well, this is what you get for buying an online game,
This is what you get.
Yeah. In a way, like, you shouldn't be. Don't give them your money. Give it to Gabe Newell.
That's true.
Another billionaire who's massively improved my life.
The malcontent, I am sure that the youth will vote for Labour after the social media ban. Nothing makes young people respect you like taking away your digital crack.
Oh yeah, everyone fucking hates it. All the kids in the country hate Keir Starmer.
Cousin Casimir, Tobuscus has a new song. You might like it.
Who?
I have never watched a Tobuscus video in my entire life, and I intend to keep that going.
I don't know who that is.
Roland Compton, you should look into what gypsies doing America, specifically around squatters' rights. Oh, I think I know what they're doing, and I...
Yeah. I'm guessing they're breaking into people's houses and not fucking leaving.
Mm-hmm. Enigma, I gotta ask, do you have a Garthans in your Royal Guard, Arch?
You have a what?
A Garthans.
Oh, right, yeah.
I wish we did. We have a penguin in our Royal Guard. He's a captain.
Yeah, that's nice.
It is. Mrs. Weston Frenzy, Arch, check your Streamlabs and add both it and Superchat to the Doom Eternal Fund. I shall. Seduction Doppelganger, any family, another one. Sujard, exile them into international waters via 120mm cannon. Half the fun will be stuffing them into the cannon barrel. Mean. Gus of the Dogs, any thoughts on the recent debate with Dev Hannes calls to become physical against his opposition?
He needs to just log off, I think.
Yes, and I'm also... On the bright side, I'm not worried that Dev is going to encourage much physical violence from his position.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Dev personally getting physical with people either.
No.
I think he just needs to log off.
Log off, calm down for a little bit.
Yeah.
Abandon the internet. Delete
Yeah,
Twitter,
just
at least.
Yeah. Put down the John Locke.
Prior Wolfen, what's this about Arch being early? I guess his stamina is lacking in his old age.
Yeah. I mean, saying that right, I saw Dev arguing that, tyrannical government needs to be killed or overthrown or whatever. And it's just like, but they're elected. But it's an elected government, Dev. Like, they're not tyrants. They literally got voted in, overwhelmingly, in fact, by the population, winning the popular vote, and the House and the Senate, and the presidency, and the Supreme Court. So it's like, where's the tyranny here?
It seems to be the tyranny of the plebs, I guess, that is not working the way that it should, presumably.
Yeah, the tyranny of not voting for the Democrats or something. It's like, what? I just don't know what tyranny you are talking about, mate.
Excellent. Eldrick Saga, any plans for November 5th? November 5th.
Bonfire night.
Bonfire night?
Bit far. Well, in Britain we have bonfire night, where for some reason we stigmatise a guy who's trying to blow up Parliament.
Yeah, that's beginning to become a little bit of a distasteful tradition, Sargon. Can you stop that? That's
I know. Well, there are lots of people who feel this way, actually.
yeah.
So why do we hate Guy Fawkes again?
Why are we maligning a guy for trying to blow up Parliament? This does not compute.
Well, the answer is because he was a Catholic.
Well, fair enough, I guess.
He was trying to restore Catholicism into our beautiful Protestant nation. But other than that,
King Spectre, 844. Sorry, I'm late, fellas. Could you do me a favor and restart the stream? I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, we can actually. You have the power to do that. It's called Watch from Beginning.
Yeah, you can actually. YouTube's amazing.
Yeah, technology.
Yeah.
Brian Wolfen, Dev isn't a liberal, it's a commie, and it's always been a commie, and has always been a lunatic. Stop letting the sheep suit fool you. No, he is a liberal, but he is committed to that value above any and all others.
But also, there's very little difference between a liberal and a communist when it comes down to it.
And given enough time.
Yeah.
Eldrick Saga, no amount of money is worth this. Carson Kazmiri, well, if you find yourself in the US, you're more than welcome to bask in the Second Amendment with my admittedly modest collection.
That sounds wonderful, thank you.
I will be arriving in the state this September, actually. I'll get my first taste of America.
Oh, have you never been?
I've never been.
It's nice. I've been to a lot of places in America. It's very nice.
I'm a little bit sad because it will be Florida, and I've heard it's humid, which will upset me.
Oh, it fucking is. It really is. So if you don't like humidity and daily thunderstorms...
Well, I do like thunder, so...
Okay, well, that's good, because you get a couple of thunderstorms every day. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. You honestly do.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, they last for about an hour.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Eldrick Saga, Vlad and the Mongolians were the only people who treated them appropriately. Mikkel, I'm doing what I can to get married. I have a house, a car, a company. I'm not even fat. What more should I do? Sargon, love the content. Any advice? The Philippines.
Well, yeah, I mean, unless you're going to go to the Philippines, you also have to make yourself available, right? And I hate to say this, but women choose men, right? So you need to go and get a hobby where there will be women, and you just have to be presentable and, charming, and one of them will choose you.
Or the Philippines. Or China.
Yeah.
I
And that
recommend
hobby
China.
cannot be the local wargame store.
Well.
The local wargame store is for when you are already married.
Well. But yes, no, the
you
dating
ready to
milieu
let
of
this yellow
applications and
mare's
stuff
fluttery
is
butter
grim. That's just how it is.
Sure, but I think it's because people expect to use social media,
Yes.
Tinder and whatnot, right? No, that's not how anyone ever meets someone they love, right? What you've got to do is just go and be present where women are and be normal, and then a woman will say, "Hey, this guy seems normal," and if you're not hideously unattractive, you will find that eventually, if you go through enough hobbies and social clubs and whatnot, you'll eventually find a woman who likes you.
Going out in public is scary, but it is more effective.
I'm not saying you're not running a huge series of risks, blah, 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 caveats apply, but you've got to be present. Don't use dating apps.
Mikkel, the West was too good for the rest of the world. Yes, it was.
Yeah, we should have been really jealous about it, actually.
Yep.
Like, this is another thing I can't really ever wrap my head around. It's like, I wouldn't let a fucking Frenchman into England. Why the fuck would I let all of these people from all of these other weird places in? I can't understand why we don't guard our countries with this insane, feverish jealousy. Just how I feel about my country. Like, I'm not letting you in. Get out.
Well, unironically, right, okay, listen. If around the late 1800s or so, the West had simply just built an enormous wall all around itself, and perhaps avoided a handful of minor, kerfuffles here and there over that period of time, then in 1,000 years, we would be the elves, okay?
Well, I mean, we're basically on now.
That is what would have happened, but unfortunately, we didn't do that, and we did have some disagreements. So
Well, the problem is Europe is a powerful and confident continent, right? You can't expect a powerful and confident continent to wall itself off.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Because if you look at the history of Europe, you're like, there's one period where Italy bullies everybody. There's a period where Spain bullies everybody, France bullies everybody, Germany bullies everybody, England bullies everybody. Sweden had a brief period where it was bullying people.
Yeah. Norway had a period.
Yep.
Norway, Denmark.
The problem is that if we built the wall, we'd probably just tear the wall down because, yeah.
Too outward facing, frankly, the European nations. But yeah, you're absolutely right. There are periods of European history just generally where we start, one country or set of countries just start bullying the rest. It's like, okay.
Yep. It is what it is.
Yep.
Akabans, they saved 200 per person of millions of people, and those 9,000 came together, smaller sum than testing everyone. They saved 200 per person of millions of people. Come to Timor. Not sure. Homeward, though. Cavalry paper. What is going on with the Brit Navy? Is there one?
Well, I mean, you're not going to believe it, but it's government cuts. If you can wrap your head around the government skimming money out of anything useful and giving it to foreigners, that's what's happened.
Diswis, I've always thought Dev was some kind of nurgling, but now I know he's Kugath, full of gas and pus coming from his mouth every time he speaks. That's a bit mean.
No, he's mad, not evil.
He's mad, not evil.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Dev.
Tarushi, unfortunately, the powers that be consider he won't forget about it to be abusive and damaging to the child's growth. Now, it's the exact opposite. People need discipline. That's...
Yeah.
Like, either corporal punishment, good idea, or just compulsory military service. Just send them to the army for a year. You will not believe how many people that has fixed.
Yeah. But I love Highlines, just 10 lashes in public. Yeah, we're just going to watch you take 10 lashes. And the reason that everyone watches is because you're like, do I want that to be me?
Yeah.
No, I don't want that to be me. I'm not a fucking retard. That guy was a retard. I actually know how I can predict in advance how bad 10 lashes to the back is going to be. So I'm not going to do whatever he fucking did. Like that, it's such a good idea. I love the fucking punishment scene from Starship Troopers. I loved it when I was a kid as well, actually. I remember watching it when I was young, being like, oh, this is fucking intense. It's like, yeah, as it should be. It focuses the mind.
And one grand music, seafood is kept alive up until you cook them. Of course, you enter the fish before you cook it. Crabs and lobsters get no consideration. They go in alive.
I think they wanted to put a law in about that, actually.
I'm sure they don't feel pain. There's nothing wrong about torturing fish. Fuck fish.
I just don't understand this hatred of fish.
Urashima
Sound
Otaru.
Japanese or something.
They found a new venue. Hassan didn't want to do it. Oh, that way.
Yeah. Well, that explains a lot. I've been cancelled. No, shut up, Hassan.
Well, yeah, he probably figured he'd get more money from running and trying to Twitch than doing the venue.
Yeah, well, he absolutely would, and that's part of the problem. Like, of all the people who have said really shocking things and don't get deplatformed, Hassan is number one.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable some of the stuff that's come out of his fucking mouth, and we're the ones who get fucking persecuted. It's like, this is ridiculous.
Contingency Flan. Oh, with exile, their wealthy allies can come save them. Treason against His Majesty's people has only one proper punishment.
Trick or
Well,
treat.
we'll just make it an exilable offense to aid the exiled.
I mean, there's probably only a certain amount you can really do there. If they leave, what can they do? What can you do about it? Stuff like that. But they send them money or whatever. It's probably inevitable. But the point is, they can't come back. Get out.
Yakamaru, UK comes out with yet another 10,000 IQ move. Unmarried couples are now eligible for benefits. Your girlfriend of 3+ years is now eligible for financial support. Like, this won't backfire like at all. Other feminists gibberish.
It's mental. Yeah, there are so many things that the Labour government is doing that are just mad. They're just mad. And you're just like, no one in their right mind would do or agree to any of this. It was never in any manifestos, and yet they're just doing it. It's like, okay, all right. I mean, just imagine the long list of things we're going to have to put in the Great Repeal Bill on day one, but that's all right. We'll do that.
A boog, should I start a matchmaking service so that your chat gets trad Mexican tortas that can clean and cook? Yes.
I mean,
Probably should. Like, listen. You can export people legally.
they can willingly move.
Yeah. You can call it the bleaching.
I call it genetic imperialism.
Either way, they'll be... I can't say that on YouTube. No. Backing away from that one. High speed. Tanishi, are there any women here today? No, there are no women in the room, thank God. That's why we can have these conversations, these educated, high-level conversations.
Yeah. I do love the fact that on my Pondering channel, I haven't uploaded anything to it in ages, actually. But I've got videos on there where literally it's 100% men who have watched it. 0 women have watched this video of me painting like an alien or predator or something. And it's like, that is fucking amazing. Like, who can boast that? 0 fucking women.
Viewing stuff. Sargon, do you talk with the honey badgers at all?
Not for a long time. I hope they're doing well, though.
9 NDA 3. Hi, Sargon. I think in your clips about Restore Britain, you should always mention the donation option. I'm not a citizen, but I at least support my donation. Rise Britain.
Oh, that was very kind of you. To be honest with you, I hadn't thought about it.
John Smith, Dev's problem is that classical liberalism is good, except it's not rooted strongly, so it always shifts more and more extreme over time.
Yeah, classical liberalism for 130 IQ Anglos in a homogenous Anglo country can work. If you do not have those conditions, then it doesn't work.
Masculine liberalism. Good.
Yeah.
You ignorant slut.
But no, seriously, I mean, it worked fine for a homogenous English country, which is why we developed it. But that's just not what we live in anymore.
Johnson Smith, Devs, Cosgasme, if you don't like humidity, I've spent the better part of 5 years exploring the Rocky Mountains. I know very many scenic views. I don't like walking up very large mountains either, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah, get enough of that here.
To be fair, right, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos of people who go missing in the mountains in America, and I'm convinced that there's a hidden tribe of like cannibal Sasquatches that steals people, because that's always the implication under these videos for some reason. I don't know why, but I've become fully convinced that there is, and so I wouldn't go mountaineering in America because I don't want the cannibal tribe of Sasquatches to eat me.
Well, it's actually quite easy to get people lost in the wilderness. I almost successfully got 3 children lost once.
Well done. But I'm sure that is the case. But for some reason in these videos, it's always implied that Bigfoot's eating them. It not necessarily explicitly stated, but it's always kind of like they mysteriously vanished. So no, they didn't get lost then. No, they just mysteriously vanished. So right. Yeah, and you know, maybe there's something out there. Oh, right, so it's cannibal Bigfoots. Okay, weird, but yeah. So I've been fully radicalized by that.
And why not?
Yeah, I've quite enjoyed being radicalized by it. I don't get to enjoy many conspiracy theories anymore.
Frog Jupiter, I know Dev is banned, but do you think you could get him on to ask him to clarify his pro-assassination MAGA stance? I don't know I don't know what clarification would be required. MacLeod, the Hyde quote is remembered, they found funny. Eldrick Saga, athleticism makes you attractive. Listen, again, the Filipinos don't care.
That is true.
Mm.
Well, why don't you have a Filipino wife?
Expensive?
So? Look at the super chats you're raking in. Filipino wife.
Yeah.
Chat. How many? Okay, how many super chats do you get a Filipino wife?
I'm part Jewish.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I mean, I believe it, but like that doesn't change the question.
Lonely Lenny.
Hey, well, that's so getting clipped.
If you want to know about the disappearance of American national parks, look at the Law Lodge.
Yeah, I do. That's why I think it's Bigfoot.
MacLeod, 90-day fiancé is a warning, not an encouragement. That's where you and I differ, sir. Listen, like, I watched 90-day fiancé because my mother fucking loves that thing, okay? And you know that's not going to work out because there's like a perfectly normal, healthy, athletic-looking guy from Sudan or something that gets together with a massively obese American woman. It's like,
Well, he just wants a visa.
Yes. That's
Ignorant slut.
that one's fairly obvious. That one's quite obvious. Urashima Otaro, if you don't like humidity, try the Scablands in the US.
Sorry, hang on. How is it you can pronounce the Japanese names fucking perfectly, but when the Scottish name comes up, you're like, MacLeod?
It's because his name is MacLeod.
It's MacLeod.
There's no U there.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It does not.
The,
All right, Karen.
the retardation of your language is not my concern.
It's not my language. It's Scottish. Gaelic.
Service
They've
guarantees
they've literally got a language called Gaelic. It's weird. I mean, that's bold, to be honest. Then they wear dresses.
I continue to fail to see any reason why I should learn this.
I'm not saying you should, but it's just that's how it's correctly pronounced.
Mr. Twisted Frenzy, I know the Philippines is an option art, but my prejudice won't allow it. I'd settle for an English, Scot, or Welsh woman, but my preference for a wife and mother to my children will always be an Irish woman. That's
You
terrible
ignorant
taste. I
slut.
can't help you then.
Irish women are good looking, to be honest.
An Irish woman?
Oh, yeah.
Irish?
No, look, Irish men, unironically, look like deformed potatoes.
Ah.
Irish women look like goddesses. It's really weird. It's like, but how are the same parents producing such a wide divergence in the same children? I could never understand, but I've been to Ireland plenty of times, and it's always the same. Always the same. These absolutely, like, orc-like guys with these unbelievably beautiful waif-like women. I'm like, how are you doing this?
I don't care. Can't say that of Europe. And you cannot allow them to continue poisoning your gene pool. We must find a solution to the Irish question.
I think it's far too late for that, to be honest.
You ignorant slut.
Oh.
Honestly, I genuinely just think it's too late. The Irish have taken over.
I don't know. Like, listen, the problem is, you've got the classic German response of, like, it'll take us decade to deport 6 million people, but I suspect they could do it quicker if properly motivated. Or
I mean, the Afghans are. Oh, sorry, the Pakistanis are, aren't they?
Service guarantees citizenship.
Filipino wife. There you go. There's a part of Norway called the Little Philippines.
Is there?
Yes, there is. We have a long and proud tradition of it.
Of importing Filipinos.
Uh-huh.
Well, that must make finding your Filipino wife way easier.
It does.
Why haven't you done it?
We have
Go get
websites
one.
dedicated to it.
Go get one.
It's not as cheap as you'd think.
Chat. We've got to get Arch his Filipino wife.
It's like $6,000, which is too much.
That's not that much. $6,000? You're not a fucking peasant, Arch.
And the only way I'll stay not a peasant is if I don't spend $6,000 on frivolities.
Get your
Shaman
Filipino
McLammy.
wife, Arch.
I fell asleep and woke up to a cannibal Sasquatch family. Very normal.
Yeah, so it's typical.
Ah, come on, 999. It's Bedtime Stories channel, isn't it? People missing in mountains.
Oh, yeah. I love bedtime stories. I watch all of these fucking channels, man. And like I said, I'm just convinced, like the Missing Enigma's another one. Just convinced it's fucking Bigfoots.
Urashima Otaru. Arch, why do you think the English invaded Ireland? Because they were greedy. And they lacked follow-through. That's why they're still in Ireland, and why they're still an Ireland. And a Scotland, to be fair. The Finnish game of the English have been historically poor throughout their entire history.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. We've been occupying Ireland for nearly 1,000 years. Like
And they're
800
still
years.
there.
Yeah, but the point is not genocide.
Oh, apparently, like, look at where's Burgundy today, huh? Where's Aquilon, huh? Where's Normandy, huh?
They all still exist.
Oh,
They've
not
just
on
been
any map I
subsumed-
recognize.
Subsumed into the French identity, I think.
Yeah. Why isn't the English identity as alluring as the French?
Well, it's not good. It's because we don't force our people. You're not English. Deal with it.
I don't know. This sounds like a bit of cope now.
No. This is sounding like fucking multiculturalism now. Like fucking Kemi Badenoch's like, I identify as British. Okay, but you're from literally Nigeria. You're literally Nigerian.
The origins of multiculturalism can be found in the English's inability to defeat the Irish.
No, it's in the French's desire to make everything in France French.
And finally, Marksman, my middle school teacher, worked on the special effects team for Starship Troopers. That is fucking awesome.
Oh, amazing.
He helped organize the napalm run and the scene of the Black Marine getting covered in guts from point-blank firing.
Ah, that's so cool.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And with that, chat, we are finally at an end. We are finito, finished.
Fuck, I'm at the point now where I'm cleaning my sink, waiting for you to finish these fucking super chats.
Thank you, chat. I appreciate and love you and all of your super chats. You are all my special little children.
Chat, bully him to get a
Harrison's
Filipino
question.
wife.
Fire is the
$6
answer.
grand. They're already in Norway. There is literally no excuse now.
Varog, I heard the Lotus Eaters office burned down this morning. Was it the Daily
did?
Mail?
It didn't quite burn down, but there was a fire alarm for some reason.
Ah.
But by the time I got to the office, everything was fine. So I just got on with my day.
Everything was just fine. And with that, chat, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your incredibly generous donations today. And thank you, Sargon, for hanging out with me today.
It's always a pleasure.
And we'll see you all again soon, chat. Till then.